And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys in the stream once again tonight here. Happy Monday night, everybody. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball as we got game number 4 to Eastern Conference Finals going down. Tipping off in under 20 minutes from now. It's the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. This game taking place at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. The team that goes up 3-1 in the series wins 95% of the time. The Celtics looking to bounce back. Every single team that's won in the series coming off a loss following the first loss for the Celtics. There's been no winning streak so far in the series to start off. And the Celtics, after a loss, they're 4-0 in the playoffs following a loss. Trying to get back to 500 on their home floor, just 2-3 in the playoffs here at the Boston Garden. But they haven't lost back-to-back games since mid-March, so that's at stake tonight here for Boston. Going to be without Marcus Smart, though. Rob Williams, he is back in the lineup tonight for the Celtics. And Miami missing one player out tonight. That is Tyler Hero. Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, PJ Tucker, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, all questionable, but all good to go tonight for Miami, as Marcus Smart listed out and Tyler Hero listed out. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys join in once again here tonight on the channel. Vegas, Bradley, Showtime, Miss Boozhound, Judge, June, Miami Te Amo, welcome back in, everybody. Turnovers, the story for game number 3. Why the Celtics lost. You turn it over 24 times. Usually bad things will happen. That's exactly what happened for Boston. 33 Miami points off of those 24 Celtics turnovers. Not going to win too many games for the Celtics like that, resulting in 19 total steals by the Heat. 3 Heat players tallying 4 steals each. Bam Adebayo, Kyle Lowry, Victor Oladipo. Adebayo set the tone in that game 3 on Saturday night. Had his best game so far in the playoffs for Bam. With a big game. He came in that game only averaging 8 points per game, but he had 31 and 10, 15 to 22 from the floor for Adebayo as he responded in a huge way and looked like himself when he faced the Celtics back in the 2020 bubble. Jono, thanks so much for joining in. Hollow, welcome on the stream here. Yeah, things going pretty well. Yep, that was last season, where Peyton Pritchard got the game winner. Yeah, that was in early January of 2021 in the regular season when Peyton Pritchard got the game-winning shot off a putback. That was crazy. I remember that call that I did. Yeah, definitely a pivotal game here for the Celtics. Boston trying to bounce back. They bounced back all 4 times so far in the playoffs following a loss. And Celtics just turnovers a major issue, and also assists as well. Boston with just 21 total assists. That happened to be tied for a playoff low. The same thing as game 1 when they lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. And Boston's been moving the ball really well throughout the playoffs, just not in the last game. Just wasn't able to move the ball well. And yeah, Jason Tatum, the whole other story. That was not himself. Same thing with Milwaukee in that game 3. Game 3 against Miami. 10 points once again. And that's the thing that's just keeping him from being at the ultimate status at the top tier of NBA players. It's just the consistency. At times, Jason Tatum starts to trail off. And he had a rough game in the last game. And honestly, the Celtics were better off without Tatum on the floor. They could have probably won that game. Jaylen Brown had a monster game for Jaylen Brown. If you limited the turnovers, they could have won because Jaylen Brown had turned it over most out of anybody. But he had a massive game, 41 points for Jaylen Brown. And then Tatum got injured, right shoulder stinger, checked back into the game. They had a run, and then they just couldn't get that run going elsewhere. Once Tatum came in, once again, turnovers started to pile up. Yeah, they're showing one on the screen, the one that he passed right between Grant Williams. Have to give credit to the defense, though, for the Heat. They are swarming, and steals has been one of their go-tos this season, forcing turnovers. Number 2 in the NBA this season behind Memphis in total steals per game. And when that happens for the Celtics, when they turn it over 18-plus times this season, they have a 3-8 record, including the playoffs. Miami, 11-2 record, including the playoffs, when they have accounted for 12 steals or greater. And both of those numbers resembled the last game. What happened for Boston is that turnovers was the big issue. Yes, Jimmy Butler's playing tonight. So, quick rundown who's playing tonight for Miami. There's a bunch of players listed questionable. Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, PJ Tucker are all playing. They just have one player listed out, that's Tyler Hero. And Tyler Hero out of this game due to a groin injury. And then Marcus Smart is out, which is big loss for the Celtics. But Rob Williams is back in, which is huge. So Marcus Smart, he's still, according to Woj, he's still got significant swelling for Marcus Smart on his right ankle sprain. But Rob Williams feeling better as his swelling has gone down. So Rob Williams coming back into the game, that should limit Bam Adebayo with his scoring totals tonight. Bam was going off. He was the one who really set the tone. CC, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in. Izzy, Ron, welcome on the stream once again. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up. Spike the like, hit the subscribe. We're about 12 minutes away from tipping off. Glad to have you guys join in. And tomorrow night, I plan on covering Golden State against Dallas. We'll see if Golden State can pull off the sweep for tomorrow. Dallas just doesn't have a response right now to Golden State. And Golden State just looking like they're at another level in the series when it's come to the interior. It's been dominated. JDC, welcome in. Gray, thanks so much for joining in back from the Philippines. Oh, thing just lost one of the numbers. There we go. Oh, it lost the text too. Yeah, sometimes it glitches and does that. It hadn't done that in a while. There we go. Celtic. D. Wade, Kevin, Zulu, welcome back in. Oh, Harker, welcome in from Jamaica. I got the Celtics tonight 114-107 to bounce back. They're going to need a huge game from Jason Tatum in order to do so. Jason Tatum's pretty good when it's come to bounce back games. Yeah, Tatum's got bounce back games before. He was held to 10 points in the early part of the season against the Heat. First game he faced against Miami on November the 4th, he was held to 10 games. Next game he dropped down 32 against Dallas on November the 6th. And then he was held to 8 points against Toronto on November 28th. Next game after that, December 1st, he scored 26 and 16 rebounds against Philadelphia. So 2 bounce back games for Tatum that he had this season. And he also did it against Milwaukee as well. In that game 3 where he was held to just 10 points. I think it was like 4 of 17 shooting that game from the floor. He bounced back and had 30 points, 13 rebounds in Game 4 against the Bucks. So Tatum's really going to have to show up and bounce back once again in this one to give the Celtics a chance, because Jaylen Brown was pulling all his weight that he could, and Jason Tatum just a no-show in the last game. Al Horford's been great. Al Horford needs to get involved more, I feel like. He got 20 points, 14 rebounds, low-key, was under the radar in the 6-point loss for Boston on Saturday night. Gilberto, Tom, welcome back in. Regilio, welcome back onto the stream. I think this series is going to all come down to injury and who can make like the big-time shots as we get later into the series. As both of these teams are just not healthy. Smart's a major loss. That's something that Boston's going to have to figure out if they want to win this game, because without Marcus Smart tonight, it's going to involve a lot of pressure on Jason Tatum to bring the ball up the floor. And in the first game, he struggled with that. He turned it over a lot of times in Game 1. I think he had 7 total turnovers in Game 1, mainly initiating the offense for Tatum. And then once again, he had more turnovers than assists in Game 3. 6 turnovers, 4 assists for Tatum, and he only made 3 shots. So he had double the turnovers than shots made from the floor. Ethan, Ben, Jorel, welcome in. I don't read that much comics. Yeah, I got a couple of my friends of mine is really big into comics. Kokubo, welcome back in from Tokyo. Andrew, glad to have you in the streamer, man. Very soon going to tip off about 8 minutes from now. Going to go down with this game. Thanks so much all for patiently waiting right now, as we have quite a long time they take this pregame for them. They say 8:30 tip-off time usually for the national networks, but whenever the game's on ESPN for the Eastern Conference Finals is hosted by ESPN, they actually don't tip off until 15 past the bottom of the hour. So it's more like 8:45 if you're on the East Coast, 8:45 on Tuesday morning out in the Philippines. James, welcome back in from Texas. Bent Needle, welcome back in. Yeah, Celtics really going to have to channel their inner fire today in this game without Smart. Smart's the one that brings the toughness and the energy to this team, and they're going to have to figure out a way to do it without him and channel that for a great all-around victory today. It's going to lead to more minutes by Peyton Pritchard, which he's going to have a huge game offensively. Peyton Pritchard will have to play his best game defensively all season long, getting the minutes that he'll get tonight expected, because the Heat for sure are going to hunt down Peyton Pritchard just like they did in game number 1. And if that happens, Jimmy Butler's playing tonight. Jimmy Butler could have a huge game tonight if he keeps on hunting down Pritchard and if Pritchard can't stop him. Wow, sorry to hear that, Harry. Jeez, sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, hope things are better today. Ricardo, welcome back into the stream. Esla, please, welcome back in. Jay, Frank, glad to have you guys all in on the channel. Going to tip off in around 5 minutes from now. Celtics happen to be the favorite tonight. I'm just going to update, see if this number changed. It stayed the same. 6.5 point favorites for Boston tonight. Over under set at 205.5. That's the over under for this game. So Tyler Hero is out with a groin injury from Miami. And for the Celtics, it's Marcus Smart. So one player listed out for both of these teams. There's multiple players banged up, though. Rob Williams back tonight in the starting lineup. Here's the starting lineups for both of the teams. For the visiting Miami Heat, they go with Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, and Bam Adebayo. Starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. Derek White will get the start tonight. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Robert Williams back into the starting 5. Grant Williams, Peyton Pritchard will both come off the bench tonight for Boston. Boston's won more quarters in this series, but that does not matter when it comes down to who actually wins the game at the end. You have to close out the game to win the game, and that has not been the case for the Celtics. Game number 1, a big testament to that as they were outscored by a landslide, 39-14. It's been 25 the magic number in this series. Miami outscored the Celtics in the third by 25. Boston got up by 25 in the second game against the Heat, and the Heat got up just above 25 at 26, their largest lead. Celtics came back, but not enough in the tank. Lost by 6 on Saturday, 109-106. Celtics right to left in the floor, Heat left to right. Adebayo, Rob Williams go up for the tip, and Miami controls the opening tip. Black uniforms, white numbers, white letters, red outline for the Heat. Celtics go in their home white jerseys with the green numbers, green letters tonight. Kyle Lowry at the right wing perimeter. He's defended by Derek White. Lowry dribbles up, bounce pass to the free throw circle, goes to Adebayo. Lost it. Great start for the Celtics. They come up with a turnover and a key. Stripped by Al Horford. Here goes White. Attacks to the rim. He puts it up, and that will go through. Good for 2 by Derek White. That's a great start for the Celtics there. Who would have ever thought Derek White would have scored the first bucket of tonight? Lowry on the outside. Whistle blows. And Adebayo got knocked down, results in a quick Boston fall. That's picked up on Tatum. So Jason Tatum picks up his first personal foul. And we are just 36 seconds into the game. Tatum had 2 quick fouls in that game too, and then he went off. Top of the key, Adebayo. 11:20 left to go in the first. Hands it off to Strus. Bounce pass Adebayo. Takes the jumper right elbow. Bam. Off the back rim. Rob Williams comes out with a defensive rebound. Celtics ended up plus 10 on the glass. 44-34 at the end of game number 3. But they were getting dominated on the rebounds in the first half. White towards his right. Moves it out across the court. Jaylen Brown up fake. Passes on top. White shoots the 3 straight away. Oh, he hits it. Derek White. Who would have ever imagined him to score the first 5 points of tonight? 1 minute through. Miami with the ball. Butler Top of the key, guarded by Jaylen Brown, 1-on-1. Butler dribbles into the key, bounce pass left corner, saved by Tucker. Tucker handoff into the hands to Butler. Butler dribbles into the key, working on Rob Williams. Turn around. Nice alter by Rob Williams. Contested. Al Horford comes up with a defensive rebound. Celtics looking strong with a good start. 5-0 right out of the gate. Uncle Pizzle, Roderick, BGR, Dan, thanks so much for joining in. Joe, welcome back in. Celtics turned it over down low, though. Pass looking to go inside, and it went out of bounds at the baseline. Heat will come up with the basketball. 10:15 left to go in the first. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Miss runner by Tucker for the mid-range. Another defensive rebound pulled down by Al Horford. 10 minutes remaining in the first. White, right baseline, dribble on Strus, puts it up and he scores. Up and in off the backboard by Derek White with all 7. 2 minutes through, perfect 3 of 3 from the floor by Derek White, getting the starting nod in place of Marcus Smart tonight. Here goes the Heat with the ball. Strus takes the 3 towards his left. Off the back rim, no good. Rob Williams comes in with a defensive rebound. Sean Sam, welcome back in. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think like basically the majority of people have Golden State from ESPN. I would imagine as the sweep. Golden State's like the bigger market team. That's why it's just tough for Dallas in that sense that they're playing against a big market team. Like anytime they play against a team from like California, if it's Golden State or the Lakers, then a lot of people for like national would go for either Golden State or the Lakers. Turnover down at the rim by Jaylen Brown. The Heat come up with the basketball. 7-zip the score. Jimmy Butler dribbles, drives, stripped, lost it into the corner. It goes to Tucker. Outside, Strus makes the pass. Lowry up fake, drives past Tatum into the key. Lowry dump off, got intercepted by guess who? Derek White. 9 minutes left to go in the first. White pushes out to the wing, shoots the 3. Jaylen Brown comes up short. Tatum tips it over to Horford for the offensive rebound. Out to Brown, dribbles, attacks down low. Brown, strong take, no good. Should have passed it underneath the hoop. Rob Williams was open. Butler driving off the back rim, no good. And Derek White comes up with another defensive rebound. Number 9 in white and green for the Celtics doing everything. Boston forcing Miami 0 for 6 from the floor. Tatum out of control. Come on, Tatum. You can't be putting your hands up in the air looking for a foul call. It's too early, man. Lucky for Tatum, a late whistle. It's on Miami. The clock will stop with 8:32. That was a problem, too, in the last game. Jason Tatum just going to play straight-up basketball. You cannot be complaining about calls. Tatum should have made that layup, number 1. That was minimal contact. I'm shocked that Miami got called in the blocking foul. Charge to Adebayo, his first. Tatum shooting 2, missed the first one. Bruin, welcome back in. Frolian, welcome to the stream from the Philippines. 400 plus in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Tatum, second free throw, right down the middle. And finally, somebody else besides Derek White has been able to score in this game. 8-0, 8:30 left to go in the first. Celtics holding Miami 0 for 6 to start off this game. Hand off to Lowry, top of the key. Dribbles up, 18-footer straight away. Off the back rim, no good. Rob Williams with his size advantage down low comes up with a defensive rebound. Boston 3 for 7 from the floor, but all by Derek White. Top of the key, Jaylen Brown. Popped off for 41 on Saturday. Step back 3 in the air. Around the rim, no good. Halfway down, the rebound controlled in the corner by Butler for the Heat. Butler dribbles, drives into the key, up fake, shovel, bam. Off the back rim, no good. There's a foul, though, called on Boston. Clock will stop with 7:56. This should send Bam Adebayo. We'll see if this was on the shot. Should send him to the free throw line to shoot 2. That's on Al Horford. Horford picks up his first. And it will. So Adebayo shooting 2 at the free throw line for Miami. Jackie, welcome back in. Michael, thanks so much for joining in. First free throw, Adebayo missed off the rim short. Chicago Bulls 123, welcome back into the stream here. Yep. Spot on by Casper there. Tatum's just going to play basketball. Get his head into the game. Cannot be worrying about the calls. When he was doing that in the last game, Heat kept on beating him out in transition. Second free throw good by Bam, and the Heat finally on the board. Tatum takes the ball past midcourt. Tatum guarded by Strus one-on-one, top of the key. Tatum gives it out right corner. Horford up fake, right baseline Jibble, lobs it up over the top. Rob Williams throws it down with a right-handed punch down. Nice assist right there by Al Horford. 7:30 left to go in the first. Lowry, defended by Brown, gets past him. Bounce pass off the Bam at the free throw circle. Bam guarded by Horford, moves it back outside into the hands to Lowry. Swings it over to the right wing, over to Strus. Passes out to Lowry. 5 in the shot clock. Lowry dribbles up and guarded by Jaylen Brown, who gets called in the reach-in. Brown with his first personal foul. Clock will stop with 7:16. Celtics coming out, bringing the energy so far. On the last play, it's just going to transmit some more energy with Rob Williams today with that major right-handed flush. Adebayo, top of the free throw circle, guarded by Horford. Hands it off to Strus. Strus up fake, dribbles into the key, floats up the runner, off the back rim, no good, tipped up, defensive rebound, pulled down by Tatum, looking to push tempo. Here goes Tatum, dribble drive, right down the lane inside, he scores with a right hand, count it, and one by Jason Tatum. There you go. That's what happens when you push the ball downhill. Exactly in transition. Celtics doing it through their defense and pushing the ball with their offense after the rebound. And Jason Tatum sees the break advantage and drives on Kyle Lowry and scores to the bucket for 2. Santiago, welcome back onto the stream. Raphael, welcome on board. 7:03 left to go in the first. Tatum, one free throw, missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. Offensive rebound by Al Horford. Another chance. Tatum, up fake, spin move, kick out, corner, 3, White. Oh, halfway down, missed it. What a look, but Derek White couldn't send it down. Would have sent the whole building to explode. Tucker, right baseline dribble inside the key. Moves it outside of Strus. Strus again guarded by Brown, and Brown reaches in for a second time. Clock will stop with 6:44 left to go. And we're going to take the first time out of the game on the media timeouts. Jaylen Brown in a little bit of trouble right now for him with those 2 personal fouls, reaching in. Just picked up his second. We'll take the timeout here. 12-1 Boston. Boston was held to just 3 made field goals for a long time in that first quarter in game number 3. Today they're holding the Heat to nothing. So far, Miami 0 for 8 to start off this game. The lone point at the free throw line by Bam Adebayo. 7 points by Derek White. Who would have ever imagined him to drop down 7 and be 3 for 4 in the early going through 5 minutes? 3 points by Jason Tatum with a layup in the and 1, and then 2 points by Rob Williams so far in this game. Gilly, welcome back in. Edith, Richard, Jude. Welcome to the stream, everyone. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Derek White, if he made that 3 at the corner, the whole building would have just exploded. That was a close one. That was his first miss of the game, just halfway down. Rolled around the rim and rattled out, though. Celtics just hustling tonight. 9-4 in the rebound advantage. 3-1 in the offensive glass for Boston. 8 points in the paint for the Celtics so far, right out of the gate. So Boston playing with the energy. Credit to Al Horford. He had a beautiful assist. He just lobbed it off up over the top to Rob Williams, who punched it home with the right hand for Rob Williams on one of the buckets. Al Horford's playing some solid defense inside, too. He's got 2 rebounds, not allowing anything to get inside. Rob Williams got himself 3 rebounds so far. Edwin, wide awake, welcome back in. Marcus Smart must have gave this team a pep talk before they went onto the floor tonight. No Marcus Smart tonight for the Celtics, as he is out due to that right ankle sprain. He still has some severe swelling for Smart, so he is out. If you're just joining us, Tyler Hero is out for the Heat tonight. That's due to a groin injury for Hero. So just one player listed out for both of these teams. This has been a bloodbath of a series, though. Multiple players throughout the series playing through pain. Injury is just starting to take a toll in the playoffs. Daniel, welcome back in. Great start for the Celtics. Currently, we have 6:44 left to go in the first quarter. Holding the Heat to nothing from the floor. 0 for 8 shooting for the Heat. And they've been trying to get looks inside. Like Bam Adebayo set the tone for them in the last game because Rob Williams is not on the floor. Rob Williams today making a significant impact right inside the paint defensively. Yoli Camps, welcome back in from the Philippines. Jose, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in. Best of luck going back to your work, to the work with your mom there. Boston, by the way, in the playoffs, perfect 4-0 record, bouncing back after a loss. Jason Tatum knows how to bounce back for sure. Tatum was held at just 10 points in Game 3 in the last series against Milwaukee. He bounced back for 30 points and 13 rebounds in Game 4. We get back to action. Miami with the basketball at the right wing perimeter. Kyle Lowry. 5 in the shot clock, guarded by Grant Williams, into the game for the first time tonight. Lowry takes the jumper, fade away, deep 2, off the rim, no good, and the Heat still cannot make a shot. 0 for 9 right now. Horford comes up with his third rebound. White slows it down, puts the ball into the hands of Tatum. Tatum dribbles, attacks, up fake, jumper with space to the right baseline. He's got it by Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum turning on the Jets tonight. 6 minutes, 5 points. Perfect 2 for 2 from the floor for Tatum. Looking for a big bounce back game. He is destined for a 30-burger plus. Here's Butler. Moves it outside to Lowry. Lowry just missed the 3 from the perimeter. Passes to his right to Strus. Shot clock going down again to 5. Strus drives. Lost the handle. Peyton Pritchard comes up with a steal. Pass ahead. Celtics 2-on-1. White lobs it up over the top. There's Tatum. Throws it down with a two-handed jam. Jason Tatum bringing the energy tonight here. Celtics up 16-1. 5:40 left to go in the first. Heat in trouble early in this game. Butler, jumper, right elbow. Off the rim, no good. The Heat are 0 for 10 from the floor right now. Celtics come up with a defensive rebound. 5:30 left to go in the first. Tatum, top of the key towards his right. Pass deflected by Tucker. Up in the air. Derek White comes down with it in the backcourt. Celtics retain possession. 5:20 left to go. 10 on the shot clock. White, defended by Tucker. Lobs it up over the top. Entry pass down low. Tatum gets fouled. 5:14 remaining. Clock will stop. Jason Tatum gets fouled inside the key off of a double team, and he'll head back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Marcello, stay wise. Thanks so much for joining in on the channel. Tatum with 7 so far. 7 points by Derek White. The 2 points by Rob Williams. The lone free throw for the Heat made by Bam Adebayo. First free throw good by Tatum. Incredible energy here in the first quarter. This series has been about knock them down, they can't get back up. Bam Adebayo will now check out of the game. Second free throw is good by Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum goes from eating Lucky Charms for breakfast Saturday morning to eating Wheaties this morning and propelling his start to now 8 total points from the floor. Loose ball picked up for the Heat. Lucky as Victor Oladipo checks into the game for the first time today. Gabe Vincent, free throw circle jumper. He can't make it. Wide open, missed off the back rim. Horford comes up with another rebound. Horford double team. Gives over to Pritchard. Dribbles up inside the key, circles around. Kick out right corner off the catch and fire 3. Missed by White. Tipped off the glass by Grant Williams. Defensive rebound pulled down by Oladipo. 18:01, 4:40 left to go in the first. Oladipo, bounce pass over to Dwayne Dedmon, mid-range, missed off the back rim, no good again. That rim needs to be inspected right now. They're 0 for 13 from the floor. Brick City, open 3, Tatum, that's an air ball. And the ball will go back to the Heat. Gotta have a better look than that if you're Jason Tatum. The Heat are the first team since 2009 without a made field goal in the first 7 minutes plus of action. The Heat have made history tonight and not on the good side of things. Oladipo moves it across the floor to Vincent. Vincent at the left baseline. Deep 2 jumper. That missed off the rim as well. And the Heat are now 0 for 14 shooting. 4 minutes left to go in the first. Horford gives it over to Pritchard towards his left. Pritchard guarded by Tucker 1-on-1. Bounce pass out to the wing. White moves it down to the top. Tatum again. 10 on the shot clock. Flings it back outside to White. Dribbles. Drives. Kick out. Corner. Guess who? It's Grant Williams. Oh no, he missed it. Rattled out. Had a great look. Offensive rebound pulled down by guess who? Al Horford. Here goes White. Stripped. Loose ball. Deadman picks up the steal. This is, man, a battle so far. 3.5 left to go in the first. Lob down low. Butler. Backs his way on Pritchard, moves it out to the wing. Tucker passes top of the key. 3. That's finally the first made field goal of the game by the Heat. It is Victor Oladipo straight away at the top of the key with a 3, and it happened with 3:20 left to go in the first quarter. Both teams are cold from the perimeter. The Heat lucky that the score is not 30-4 right now. Boston held to just 1 of 7 from 3. Pritchard, open 3, top of the key. Oh, he hits it. Payton Pritchard triple, 21-4 Boston with 3 minutes left to go in the first. The Miami Heat became the first team since 2009 to go scoreless without a made field goal. No field goal in over 8 minutes from the floor. The first team to do so since 2009 for the Heat. Timeout taken on the floor. 2:48 left to go in the first. It's 21-4 Boston. Payton Pritchard with a huge 3 off the assist by Tatum. They work in the out. Al Horford, man, he is hustling all over the floor, grabbing these rebounds. 6 rebounds by Horford. Horford yet to attempt a shot, yet to score, but he's got 6 rebounds, 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 defensive. Celtics just ganging up on the rebounds. If you're just joining in, the rebound total is 16-5 Boston. Miami's lucky that the Celtics are just 2 of 8 from 3-point range right now. Boston shooting 47% from the floor. Points in the paint, a major factor. 10 points in the paint, so basically almost half. 10 points in the paint for the Celtics. Nothing for the Heat so far in this game. Just a lone 3 by Victor Oladipo and a free throw made by Bam Adebayo. That's the 4 points combined so far for the Heat. Top scorer in the game for Boston, that's Jason Tatum with 9. And then 7 points with 2 steals by Derek White. Boston, much better job taking care of the basketball. 2 turnovers in the early going. Heat with 3. Man, this has been a crazy series. Adolf, welcome in. Warren, welcome back in the stream. Hawkeye Nation, glad to have you in it again. Yeah, this has been a crazy series. It's been like blowouts all over the place. This game is far from over. Exactly what I've said. Every single one of these games at the end of the first quarter. I'm going to say it once again tonight and repeat. This game is far from over, considering what happened in that game 1. Boston determined to bounce back. 4-0 in the playoffs when bouncing back. And they could agree after the last game that they didn't give the Heat not even their closest. They lost by 6 and they turned it over 24 times. If you turn over the ball 24 times, you're bound to lose by 30. That's what makes the Celtics, looking at this series, really, really good right now, is that they lost by just 6 points in the last game, 24 turnovers. You wouldn't think that at all. You'd probably get crushed. Every single game has been a response by the losing team. Right back, we got a series here. 21-4. Without Marcus Smart, by the way, for Boston tonight. Brian, welcome back to the stream. Bruce, thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, the Heat are just 1 for 15 shooting. The lone bucket was a 3-point shot, the top by Victor Oladipo. Max Strus, 0 for 3. Jimmy Butler, 0 for 4. Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry, 0 for 2. 0 for 1 shooting by PJ Tucker and Dwayne Dedman and Bam Adebayo. Tyler, welcome back in. Christian, Nixon, Enyo City. Glad to have you guys in the channel once again tonight. It's been crazy runs in these NBA games, especially this series. Yep, Marcus Smart definitely had a big pep talk Yeah, he went up to the podium, and I bet he had a big pep talk there at their podium for these guys all taking a seat before the game. That's a runner good inside the key for 2 more by Boston off the inbound, as that happens to be Derek White, who's got himself now 9 points. 2:20 left to go in the first. Who would have ever thought Derek White would score 9 points, shoot the ball 4 for 6 in the first quarter today, stepping up in a big way and places Smart inside the starting 5. Missed jumper off the turnaround by Miami. They're 1 of 16 from the floor. Tatum with the ball at the left wing perimeter. Tatum guarded by Duncan Robinson. Step back 3 in the air. Tatum gets fouled. Tatum will shoot 2. Tatum will shoot 3 at the free throw line. Duncan Robinson, first time into the game tonight. Jason Tatum automatically sees him, hunts him down in the matchup, and Tatum goes for a step back 3, and Robinson commits the foul. This will be 3 shots by Tatum. Jason Tatum up to 9. Looking to be the first player to get to double figures tonight in the scoring column. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers by Tatum. Responding in a big way, he indeed does it. 10 points by Tatum now. Second free throw by Tatum right down the middle. For the Celtics, they need to keep this going, because they're not sure. I don't know. It doesn't matter how far you get up. You just got to keep on running that score if you're Boston. You got to put it up to like 40 or 50 at this point. Second free throw is good. Reason why is because you don't know if that rim needs to get inspected. Because it looks like right now the Heat getting some good looks and they just can't make anything. Butler makes that one. That goes down for 2. One of the games against Minnesota and Memphis in that series, the right rim outscored the left rim double in that series. And it was Derek White who lost the ball. Turnover by Boston. Pass ahead. It goes to Oladipo. Huge contact. It will be a blocking foul called on Derek White. Victor Oladipo will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clock will stop with 1:29. Yeah, this has just been so random. If you guys are just joining in, this has been absolutely crazy for a series. Blowouts everywhere. Teams getting hot, other teams coming out straight up flat. 26-6, Jason Tatum doubling the Heat in the scoring column. 12 points by Tatum, Heat with 6. No longer, though. They just make the first one. Free throw is good by Oladipo. Goodie in the stream, welcome in. Best of luck to that prediction there. Second free throw by Oladipo. That's good. 1:30 left to go in the first. White takes it past midcourt. White down the lane inside. Missed the layup. Duncan Robinson with a defensive rebound. 1:15 left to go. Heat starting to push it. Oladipo, too tall off the glass. Again gets fouled. This time it's charged to Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, I think I covered a couple of games for college, I think, this past season, and they were like back and forth, I think, to the very end. Trying to guess what was one of the best games as far as like close that I covered. I think it was back in December, Illinois against Arizona. That was a great game. That was close all throughout. First free throw is good by Victor Oladipo. Second free throw missed around the rim. Rob Williams comes up with a defensive rebound. Pass midcourt for Derek White. Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard with 2 personal fouls each. White dribbles, attacks, poke loose out of bounds by Vincent. Clock will stop with 1 minute. Yeah, Tatum's been great so far, bouncing back in a big way. He's the top scorer, 12 points, 3 of 4 from the floor, 6 of 8 at the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for Tatum and no turnovers. Plus 20 in the floor in the first quarter. Tatum with the ball. Swings it over to Grant Williams. Pass out to the wing. Open three. Derek White. Missed off the back rim. Rebound controlled by Oladipo. Looks to push it. Vincent passes down low. Butler banks it home. Up and in off the glass. The Heat starting to get on a run now. They're on a 7-zip run last minute and a half. This game is far from over. Yeah, I saw Jared Bynum got his graduation certificate. I saw Tatum takes a three, missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound by Grant Williams, and Duncan Robinson runs him right over and commits his second personal foul of the game. Duncan Robinson trying to battle for that loose ball, just wasn't able to get his head up. Wasn't looking in time and just rammed right into Grant Williams in the corner. So Boston in the bonus, shooting 2 now with Grant Williams. 31 seconds left to go. First free throw, good by Grant. Second free throw by Grant Williams. That's good down the middle. Celtics with a big response here, playing and coming out with some big-time physicality. Rob Williams will alter that shot. Gabe Vincent gets run over, no call. And Derek White comes up with a rebound and gets fouled in the backcourt by Dwayne Dedmon. So this will be 2 more free throws to the line for Boston. Boston with a significant free throw advantage in the last game, and tonight, once again, they got that number in their favor. The Celtics 8 for 10 on free throws. Miami's 4 for 6. So Derek White will head to the line to shoot 2 as he looks to become the Celtics' second player to reach double digits in the first quarter. You know the score is great when Derek White's got himself 9 points so far in quarter number 1. Derek White could barely even score the games before this. First shot is good. He's got it. 10 points in quarter 1 by Derek White. Aaron Nesmith checks into the game now in the final 22 seconds. Derek White plays the full 12 minutes. Jason Tatum take a seat on the bench now for the final 22 seconds in the first quarter. Derek White came into tonight's game combining for just 12 total points. Second free throw missed off the front rim. In the last 4 games by Derek White, he came in. 29-11, Heat with the ball, 10 seconds left to go. Butler backs his way into White at the right elbow. Butler, pivot, puts it up with the right hand, around the rim, no good. Defensive rebound, pulled down by Derek White, hustling in the floor, pass ahead out to Pritchard, shoots the 3, around the rim, no good as we close out at the end of 1. Great look by Pritchard, couldn't send it through. If he did, the whole building would have exploded for a buzzer beater, potentially, if he made it by Pritchard. What a start for the Celtics. They shoot the ball 43% from the floor. Not great. The Heat are lucky that this is not like 42-11 right now. If Boston comes in, makes their threes, but they haven't. Celtics just 2 for 11 from 3-point range in the first quarter. 9 for 12 at the free throw line. Big difference. 2 players double figures. Jason Tatum 12 points. Derek White 10 points, and the Celtics out hustling the Heat by a landslide. In that first quarter, rebounds had a big factor to do it. Rob Williams, Al Horford has been crucial as for the Celtics on the glass tonight in this game. Rebound numbers are super lopsided right now, 20-8 in favor of the Celtics. Boston comes in, they grab 20 rebounds. They're on pace for 80 rebounds in this game at this rate for the Celtics at the end of the first quarter. 20-8 on the rebound advantage. Celtics 4-1 in the offensive glass. Defensive rebounds a huge factor. 16-7 for the Celtics right now. Points in the paint plus 10 for Boston. 12-2 at the end of the first quarter. Tatum 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. 10 points by Derek White with 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Al Horford's got himself 6 rebounds and a block, and then Rob Williams has himself 5 rebounds so far. So just the interior is just crushing it so far for the Celtics. Top scorer for the Heat. That's 6 points off the bench by Victor Oladipo, 4 points by Jimmy Butler, and 1 at the free throw line by Bam Adebayo. That's the total scores adding up to 11. So 11 by the Heat, and Tatum's got 12. Rohan O'Harker, Raymond, thanks so much for joining in. Celtics coming out responding in a big way. Demigod, Randy, glad to have you in the channel. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Yes, Jimmy Butler's back. Yeah, Jimmy Butler's back. Rob Williams is back for the Celtics. Marcus Smart is out, by the way, so the Celtics doing this without Marcus Smart. And Tyler Hero is out for the Heat. So he's the only player out for Miami tonight, Tyler Hero, with a groin injury. What's good, Tino? Welcome in from Haverhill. Thanks so much for joining in. I just went through there yesterday, coming back from New Hampshire. Yeah, we usually stop midway because that's the midway part. My family has a summer home up in New Hampshire. I'm from southeast Massachusetts, and we usually stop at either the Taco Bell or Wendy's right on the border. What's good from the Riv? Welcome to the stream for Killer Mikey on the channel here. Welcome back in here, brother. Shailene, welcome in. Yeah, things going pretty well. Celtics responding, proving that this series is going to be far from over. Smart is out tonight with that right ankle sprain that he had in the last game that he came back with. Yeah, he's got significant swelling to that I heard. That's what Woj reported. The swelling's gone down for Rob Williams, so that's why Rob Williams is playing tonight. Missed the last game due to knee soreness. Hopefully Marcus Smart can get the swelling much better for the next game. It usually gets worse like the day after. It gets like much worse than what it is like the day of. Like you don't feel it until you like wake up in the morning. And it just like, man, it hurts. Second quarter begins right now. Celtics with the ball first. They go right to left on the floor. Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, Rob Williams, Grant Williams, and Al Horford. Missed jumper by Jaylen Brown. Offensive rebound by Grant Williams, and the Celtics out hustling the Heat by miles to start off this game. Brown lobs it to Horford, left elbow. Horford backs his way in a key on Caleb Martin. Turnaround hook, missed off the back rim. Caleb Martin with a defensive rebound. From Weymouth on the stream, Shailene, thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, I went to college not too far away from Weymouth. I went to college at Curry and Milton. Got a lot of students that went to Weymouth, that went to Curry. 3 is good straight away by the Heat. It's a 15-point game. It's a tough shot. That's the best shot that they've made all game long from Miami. And that went down by Victor Oladipo. He's the one who's got 9 points of the 14 so far. Rob Williams couldn't get it. Inside the key scramble for the basketball. Loose ball picked up by Grant Williams. Missed it the first time. Second chance, no good. Rob Williams, thank you. Tips it up and through. Good for 2 after the 5th miss in a row by the Celtics. Rob Williams there to clean it up finally on that possession for Boston. Oladipo missed the open layup. Did get fouled though from behind. Clock will stop with 10:32, and Victor Oladipo going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kay, thanks so much for joining in from Dorchester. Yeah, feel free to let us know where you guys are from out on the channel. We got a lot of great supporters out here. I know the Philippines, quite a bit of people out from the Philippines. A lot of great international countries. Bahamas, Trinidad, Tobago, Jamaica, UK. Victor Oladipo, 2 more free throws. He's the top scorer for Miami and makes the free throw first player to 10 for the Heat. This game has been odd tonight. Who would have ever thought Derek White would be the top scorer to start off the game in the first 3 minutes? White now with 10 points, number 2 scorer tonight behind Tatum with 12, and Victor Oladipo leading the Heat with 11 makes the second free throw. 10:30 left to go before halftime. Peyton Pritchard takes it past midcourt. From Puerto Rico, Jackways, welcome to the stream here. Jaylen Brown moves to the Pritchard, top of the key. Pritchard, Brown, Al Horford, Grant Williams, Rob Williams, the 5 on the floor. Here's a 3 shot by Brown. Brown sinks it down. That's good for the 3 ball. Jaylen Brown finally gets a shot to drop for him tonight. That's his first 3 points of the game. had a monster game number 3 on Saturday night with 41. Tonight, it's been Tatum right from the get-go. Oladipo thinking about a step back. Gives over to Martin. Back outside to Oladipo. Oladipo, step back jumper, deep 2 over Pritchard. Hits it. And Oladipo's got 13 of the 18 so far for the Heat. I'm from Southeast Mass, so I'm towards like Providence in that area. Pritchard, top of the key, lobs over to Grant Williams. Williams up fake on Adebayo, turnaround, mid-range, off the front rim, no good. A rebound gets pulled down by Adebayo. Adebayo takes it past midcourt, gives over to Robinson, shoots the 3 ball, missed off the rim too strong. Jaylen Brown defensive rebound. 9:20 left to go in the second. 16-point lead for the Celtics. They're going to slow it down. Brown at the right wing, guarded by Martin, 1-on-1. Brown gets past Martin, dribbles into the key, kick out. Left corner, open 3, Grant Williams. And Jaylen Brown tripped up. It's a foul committed by Caleb Martin. Game clock will stop with 9:13. Jason Tatum, Derek White, the 2 hot hands in this game for the Celtics, combining for 22 to 34. Will now check into the game as Peyton Pritchard and Rob Williams will take a seat on the bench. Celtics will go small ball here. They go with Tatum, White, Grant Williams, Jaylen Brown, and Al Horford. Awesome from Hyannis. Yeah, we usually vacation out there in Hyannis and West Yarmouth on like Thanksgiving. That we go to. Tatum, 9 minutes left to go. Turnaround. Tatum, he is feeling it. Knocks down the J at the left elbow. He's up to 14. Under 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Yes, I think Celtics got this one tonight. They're undefeated in the playoffs after a loss. Boston hasn't lost back-to-back games in a row since late March. Handoff to Gabe Vincent. Floats up the runner. Too strong off the back rim. That was an easy miss. Rebound control by Horford. Pushes it out to the right corner. Vincent was wide open and couldn't get the floater. Right baseline dribble Tatum. Goes backdoor and scores. He's going to take advantage of that matchup all game. It was Duncan Robinson who was put to guard Tatum once again. 16 points by Tatum. Wide open 3 Martin. Got it. For the triple at the right wing, it's 38-21. Looks like a football score right now with 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Tatum will slow it down. Tatum guarded top of the key by Duncan Robinson. Tatum dribbles, swings down right wing, open 3. Attempt did not go, but it will go back to Tatum. Shoots the 3 straight away off the pass by Brown. Brown went up to take a 3 and then dished it very, very late in the jump shot process. Back over to Tatum. I thought Brown should have taken that one. Adebayo strip, turns over the basketball. Horford comes up with a steal. 7:35 left to go before halftime. Here goes Jaylen Brown. Dribbles, attacks downhill. Over Robinson. Gets it for 2. Duncan Robinson playing big minutes in place of Tyler Hero early on. And the Celtics just keep on going at him, and hunting him down constantly throughout this game. Timeout taken on the floor by the Heat. 40-21 Celtics with 7:32 left to go before halftime. Jimmy Butler's playing tonight. So Butler's played 12 minutes. He's got 4 points, just 2 of 7 shooting from the floor. Duncan Robinson now has played 7 minutes, yet to score. The Celtics just keep on going right after him on multiple matchups right now. Victor Oladipo is the top scorer by a landslide for the Heat. He's got 13 for Oladipo. The number 2 scorer, Butler, has 4. And then Bam Adebayo has 1. And then Caleb Martin made a 3. So that's only 4 scores total by the Heat tonight. The Celtics combining for 6 total scores. Jason Tatum, 16. Derek White with 10. Those two out combining the Heat, 26-21. After that, 5 points Jaylen Brown, 4 points Rob Williams, 3 points Peyton Pritchard, and then 2 by Grant Williams. Michaela, welcome back in. Celtics responding in a huge way tonight. Marcus Smart must have gave the Celtics some big pep talk right before this game started, because they have responded and rallied around Smart's absence tonight. Ronico, welcome back into the stream. J-Loud, thanks so much for joining in. This series has been all about responding. You get knocked down, you get back up. Ain't gonna knock you down fully. In the first half, the Celtics, especially the first quarter in that last game, the Celtics just got TKO'd. And then they're responding in a huge way tonight. The Heat happened to miss their first 14 shots from the floor in today's game. They're shooting the ball at 24% now. They're 6 of 25 from the floor for Miami. And yeah, Boston's having a huge advantage on the rebounds. Celtics just want it more. 27-11 on the glass for the Celtics. 9-1 on the offensive glass. 18-2 points in the paint for Boston. This game, the Celtics just want it more. JDR, welcome on the stream here. Celtics also missing Marcus Smart. They've responded in a huge way. Rob Williams getting a start today. It's been significant. We all knew Jason Tatum was going to have a big bounce-back game. 16 by Tatum. He's been in this spot before. Follows it up in a big way. 10 points against the Bucks game 3. Follows it up with a game 4. Goes for 30 and 13 in the last series. 5 rebounds by Tatum, 7 rebounds by Al Horford, 8 rebounds by Rob Williams. We come from the timeout. 7:20 left to go before halftime. 40% shooting by Boston, 24% by Miami. Lucky that the Celtics are on fire tonight because this score would be 60-21 right now if they were making their threes. Miami to the bucket, scores downhill for 2. Jimmy Butler back into the game for the Heat. Butler is playing tonight. It's only Tyler Hero who is out due to a groin injury. Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Al Horford, Grant Williams. That's the 5 on the floor. Tatum, top of the key, drives on Strus into the key. Gives it over to White. Hand off Tatum underneath. Tatum puts it up. Tatum got it. That's good. Up and in off the backboard. 18 points by Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum trying to outscore the Heat tonight in this game. Butler at the right baseline. Him, Oladipo, Lowry, Strus, and Tucker. That's the 5 on the floor with Butler as well. Missed jumper to baseline. No good by Oladipo. Rebound control for Boston. Jaylen Brown slows it down. Top of the key, White. Gives it outside of Tatum. Jab step working on Strus. Tatum dribbles. Right baseline. Floats it up and Tatum gets fouled as the clock will stop with 6:20. Jason Tatum will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jason Tatum on a race of his own tonight. Determined to get as many points as possible. He's got 18. He's going to shoot 2 shots at the free throw line. Looking to see if he can draw 3 points, winning the Heat himself in a one-man show. Hey, thanks so much, JDR. First shot is good by Tatum. This series is going to come down to who wants it more, who's going to be healthy enough at the end, and which players will step up. And Derek White has rose to the occasion tonight. Both of them good at the line for Tatum. Tatum 8 for 10 in the first half at the free throw line. 20.69 shooting, 5 rebounds. Having a huge impact tonight with 2 assists and 0 turnovers. Boston with just 3 turnovers in the first half. Really cleaning it up. Bounce pass. Butler inside the key. Kick out to the right corner. Tucker gives it over to Strus. Up fake. Lobs it down low. Tucker. Pro hop. Tucker puts it up off the rim. No good. Butler gets his own rebound back. Under 6 minutes remaining. Oladipo at the corner. Right baseline dribble. Spin move. No good. Nice contest by Grant Williams. And now Horford comes up with a defensive rebound. White swings it up over the top. Tatum will slow down the basketball at the right baseline. Guarded by Kyle Lowry. Backs his way. 1-on-1. Kick out. Left corner. Grant Williams for 3. Bang, bang, he makes it. Jason Tatum, incredible decision making to kick it from one corner to the next corner, where Grant Williams, the corner 3 specialist, takes it at the left corner, knocks down the J and drills it. 5:15 left to go before halftime. a slaughter here in the Boston Garden in game number 4 to start off this series. Spin move, Oladipo, turnover inside the key. That's on Butler, called in the travel. It will go back to the Celtics with 5:08 remaining. Jason Tatum heading into this game needed to make some better decisions with a basketball, and he's getting that ball out of his hands quick tonight in this one, making his 3rd assist of the night on the last possession. The White hands it over to Brown around the perimeter. Just 3 turnovers total by the Celtics compared to 9 total assists. Jumper, 18-footer straight away by Brown. Missed off the rim, but he got fouled. And Max Strus, the one who committed the blocking foul, and Jason Tatum will shoot 2 at the free throw line. If you're new on the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much, y'all, for joining in, being a part here of the stream. And this series has been an absolute roller coaster. Jaylen Brown, 2 free throws. No good on number 1. Daryl, thanks so much for joining in. If you're just joining us, Jason Tatum and Derek White both combining to score more points than the Miami Heat so far. The top 2 scorers for the Celtics, Tatum with 20, White with 10, combining for 30 to 47 for Boston. Second free throw good by Jaylen Brown. Brown's up to 6 now. Angel, welcome in. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. 8-zip run for the Celtics. Al Horford trips up. Bam Adebayo, though, as the clock will stop with 4:50. Rob Williams checks into the game now for Al Horford. Horford picks up his 2nd personal foul. Jaylen Brown with 2 as well. 2 falls off the bench by Peyton Pritchard. Miami Heat foul trouble at the moment. 2 personal fouls by 4 players each. Jimmy Butler, Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, and Dwayne Dedman. Inbound goes to Strus. Strus shoots the 3. Missed off the back rim. Tipped up back to Strus. Another 3 straight away. Off the rim again. Rob Williams tips it off the glass. Tips it over to Jaylen Brown. Stays in bounds. Lobs over to Rob Williams, who comes up with a defensive rebound. 4.5 left to go before halftime. Tatum tries a 3. Off the front rim, no good. And Adebayo comes up with a defensive board. Vital, thanks so much for joining in from the Philippines. Kyle Lowry shoots a 3. That is way off the rim. And Jaylen Brown will let it roll out of bounds. Celtics will have the ball. 4:18 left to go before halftime. 3-point shooting is cold tonight. Miami, 3 for 9 from the perimeter. The Celtics tonight are 4 of 15. Boston making a major mark in this game inside. 31-14 points in the 31-14 is the rebound number. 20-4 points in the paint. Grant Williams has made 1 corner 3, moves it outside of Brown. Dangerous pass. Butler almost jumped the route, goes over to Brown, though. Brown goes downhill, floats up the shot, air ball. Rob Williams, battle for the rebound, gets fouled with 0.8 of a second left to go. That's a critical foul by Miami when the shot clock is that low. Jaylen Brown airballed it. Rob Williams would have never had a chance to put it back up and in. That's on Kyle Lowry, who comes up and picked up the foul with 0.8 of a second on the shot clock. Mario, thanks so much for joining in. Rob Williams will shoot 2 at the line. Welcome in, OFW on the channel from Brunei. I think you're the first person to come on in that country out here in the stream. Glad to have you in the channel. Keston, welcome in. The first free throw is good by Rob Williams. From South Dakota for Mario, glad to have you back on board. Yeah, Celtics have to push this as much as possible for the score on the board, because we don't know if this rim is cockeyed or like carnival shaped tonight for that rim that Miami is playing to right now. We don't know about that. Celtics can't get lax at any time. They've got their foot on the gas pedal all game long, coming out with a physicality tonight in this game number 4. 50-23 as Rob Williams makes both of the free throws. 3:45 left to go before halftime. Lowry, top of the key. Passes out to the right wing to Tucker. Stays in bounds. Gives it over to the right baseline. Jumper at the corner. That's Victor Oladipo, who makes the 3. The only one that the rim has been generous to tonight for Miami. Oladipo has 16 of the 26 points. Rest of the players have struggled all game long. Jaylen Brown got off with a push-off, no call. Grant Williams lob over the top to Rob Williams. Missed off the front rim, got fouled. Clock will stop with 3:19. And Rob Williams back to the charity stripe for 2 more free throws. And it's not like the turnover's been an issue tonight either. The Heat with just 5 turnovers, the Celtics with 3. So hasn't been a sloppy game losing the handles tonight of the ball. It's just points in the paint, 20-4 for Boston. Rebounds, just a monster number. An astronomical number right now on the glass. 31-14 is the rebound difference. The Heat just getting destroyed in the glass, and when you get destroyed in the glass, it usually results in the team winning, the team that wants it more, and the team that wants it more is the Celtics. First free throw is good. Boston 10-3, leading the offensive rebound charge. Boston also 16 for 20 at the free throw line tonight. Second free throw is good by Rob Williams. Make it 17 for 21. Rob Williams up to now 8 points and 9 rebounds in the first half in 12 minutes total. Perfect. 4 for 4 at the free throw line. 3:10 left to go before halftime. Oladipo. Bounce pass. Tucker mid-range. Blocked by Rob Williams. Tatum comes out with a basketball. Burst of speed. Tatum dribbles. Attacks. Downhill. Kick. Into the hands to White. Spin move. Back outside it goes to Brown. The White gets knocked down and fouled though. This game is choppy. So choppy. The Heat pick up another foul, knocking down the White in the key. The Celtics doubling Miami right now at the moment. Rob Williams, welcome back, man. Comes out with a huge block. His wingspan just incredible. 7'7" wingspan, all Rob Williams there, denying PJ Tucker and the runner. 2 free throws by White. First one is good. Derek White, the tone setter who came out early, started a fire and never looked back in this one so far in the first half. Derek White now with 11. Jason Tatum, the top scorer with 20 for Boston, 6 for 10 shooting in an 18-minute clip with 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 0 turnovers by Tatum. Second free throw missed by White. 3 minutes left to go before half. Lowry, bounce pass top of the key to Butler. Butler guarded by White 101. Butler dribbles up free throw circle. Gives it down low. Block. Oladipo. High off the glass scores. Up and in off the backboard. Victor Oladipo, the lone player who showed up tonight from Miami, keeps on padding his point total up to 16 now. 2.5 left to go before halftime. Tatum gets stripped and fouled. Tatum almost turned it over, but the Heat once again whistled for another reach-in inside the key. We update right now on the foul trouble. Miami in some big foul trouble at the moment. Nobody with 3, but multiple players with 2 each. 7 players with 2 personal fouls each for the Heat. 15 personal fouls by Miami, just 8 by the Celtics. As the clock will stop with 2:34 left to go, Jason Tatum with 20 points will shoot 2 coming up after the break at the free throw line. Timeout on the floor. Dana, thanks so much for joining in. Seagull, welcome back on the stream. Rod, welcome on board. Heat just getting out hustled all over the place tonight. They just could not make a shot. Celtics coming out with the energy without Marcus Smart, bringing their physicality that they missed for sure on Saturday night. Jason Tatum with a major bounce-back game. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers in the first half, shooting 60% from the floor, playing 18 minutes. Coach Plays, welcome back in. Thanks so much, brother, for joining in. What a start for the Celtics tonight. Just the ultimate bounce back. They came into this game 4-0 in bounce back games in the playoffs. Looking to make it 5-0, and they are just dominant. Victor Oladipo has been like the lone player to show up tonight for the Heat. He's got 18 of the 28. The Heat shooting just 26%. in the first half. They're lucky that Boston's only 4 for 15 at the free throw line. The Celtics only 3 turnovers. And Jimmy Butler's playing. Yeah, everybody's playing for the Heat besides Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is out with a groin injury. Bryant, thanks so much for joining in, man. And everybody's playing for the Celtics besides Marcus Smart. So, you would think without Marcus Smart that the Celtics would have a tough time tonight in this game, but no, that has not been the case. When they were without Marcus Smart, game number 2 against the Bucks, they came in and they destroyed the Bucks in that second game without Smart. Yeah, that should be interesting right there. Who the Magic pick. I think it's probably going to be Paulo Banchero, but they got options between 3. If it's going to be Chet or Jabari Smith too. Amanda, welcome back in. Yeah, if anybody's interested, feel free to check out the Behind Your Basketball merchandise site. That link is posted in the description below this video. Also got my links out there in the description below this video to the Discord, Twitter, merchandise, and memberships. The memberships link is pinned to the chat right now. That's as low as $1.99 per month. Gets you shout-outs at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. Mike, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Celtics in total domination in this first half. 53-28. Jason Tatum with 20 will shoot 2 at the free throw line coming up out of the timeout with 2:34 left to go. The starting lineup for Miami combining for just 7 total points shooting the ball. 3 for 20. 3 for 20 shooting from the starting 5 for Miami. Jimmy Butler has the lone 3 shots made. He's got 6 points for Butler. The number 2 scorer behind Victor Oladipo with 18. He was 5 for 7 shooting. First shot good by Tatum. Angelo, welcome in. Thomas, Ralph, glad to have you guys in the channel. Clinton, welcome on board. Second free throw is good by Tatum. 22 points by Jason Tatum. 2:30 left to go before halftime. And the Celtics aren't even shredding it. They're only shooting 41% from the floor. The Heat are lucky that this game's only 55-28. The Celtics, if they were making their threes, they could easily put up a 70-burger here at halftime. Miami with the ball around the perimeter. Lowry just goes for a low percentage shot. Hits it, though. That's a 30-footer straight away for Kyle Lowry. He was just dribbling all over the floor and decided to jack up one, like doing it at recess. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Jaylen Brown at the right wing, guarded by Lowry. Inside the key, Brown passes out to the top right, dribbles, attacks into the key, working on Butler, passes left corner, 3 in the air, Grant Williams off the rim, no good. Kyle Lowry, defensive rebound. The Heat with a possession, down by 24. Oladipo lost it, gets it back, cross-court pass, PJ Tucker, dumps it down low at Adebayo, puts it up and scores. Up and in over, Grant Williams, good for 2, count it, and 1. Bam Adebayo will shoot the free throw at the line. The clock will stop with 1:37. Yeah, we got 2 Angelos in here. Thanks so much for joining in from New York. So 1 Angelo from New York, other from the Philippines. Welcome on the channel here for the 2 of you. That's so interesting. Both of you guys came out at the stream at the same time. Thanks so much for finding my channel, everybody. One shot here at the line for Miami. Rob Williams will check out of the game at the bench now for the Celtics. Free throw around the rim and out. Missed by Adebayo. Jonathan, welcome on the stream. 1:30 left to go before halftime. This game has been all Celtics. Derek White had a quick 7 points to start off this game. Moves it out to Tatum at the left wing. Tatum guarded 1-on-1 by Kyle Lowry. Dribbles towards his right top of the free throw circle. Tatum, we'll see if he drives and kicks. He swings it out to the wing, out to the corner. 3 in the air, White. Off the rim, no good. Grant Williams couldn't establish position. Defensive rebound pulled down for Miami. Adebayo. Kick out corner. Tucker swings it around the perimeter. Oladipo. Heat struggling to space out the ball in this possession. Oladipo is right next to Lowry. And Oladipo called in the offensive foul. Pushes off of the... That's on Adebayo, actually. Adebayo, the one illegal screen. gets called into offensive foul. So fouls been aplenty tonight for the Heat. That is number 17 in the game for Miami. Celtics have only picked up 9 personal fouls. So Caleb Martin will check into the game and receive more time since Bam Adebayo just picked up his 3rd personal foul. One minute left to go before halftime. Celtics with a possession. Jason Tatum, 22 points in the first half. Huge bounce-back game. Derek White has the ball, guarded by Tucker. White looking to pass it off, gives it out to the right wing. Brown will take the 3 before another whistle, and the clock will stop with 44.6, and that results in another foul by Miami. And Boston is in the bonus, so 2 more shots will come up at the free throw line, just determining who the foul is on. I think it was on Caleb Martin. What's good, Malika? Welcome back in. And Jason Tatum will shoot 2 at the free throw line for Boston in the bonus now. Tatum is 10 for 12 in the game. He's got 22 points. 10 of those points by free throws. Make it 11. Hits the first one. Celtics making their free throws tonight. They are now 20 for 25 at the charity stripe at just under 80%. Second free throw by Tatum, right down the middle. 57-33, 45 seconds left to go before half. Celtics up 24. Butler at the free throw circle. Spin move guarded by Grant Williams. Kick out to the wing. Kyle Lowry with a 3. Off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Caleb Martin. Dump off down low. Butler missed it well short. Couldn't get up in the air for his layup attempt, and it went well short of the rim. Great contest. The Celtics had 3 defenders down low to defend that. Jaylen Brown has it. 4-second differential between game clock and shot clock before halftime. Shot clock down to 10. Game clock down to 14. Brown attack, stripped of the ball, lost it out of bounds. It will stay Celtics ball though. Last touch by the Heat. 7 on the shot clock, 11 on the game clock. 700 out in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. A great time to possibly give Al Horford a touch here. Horford yet to score in this first half, but we know what he's capable of, knocking down threes. Tatum gets the touch instead. Step back jumper, missed to the right baseline. 5 seconds left to go. Heat come up with the basketball. Lowry, pump fake. Moves it outside, off the fingertips, and Martin gets it back, forces up a 3, and it goes off the back rim, no good as we close out. And we go into halftime, Celtics by 24. What a bounce-back game for Boston. 1 half in the book so far. Jason Tatum, 24 points in the first half tonight, bouncing back in a huge way. Celtics up 57-33. Miami missed their first 14 shots they attempted from the floor in the first 8 minutes of the game. That was the most shots missed in a 8-minute span since 2009 by any team in the NBA. Had gone scoreless without a single field goal from the floor for an 8-minute span. You have to go back 13 years for that happening all over again. Catherine Gerald, thanks so much for joining in. Dustin, welcome to the stream. No. Yeah, I predicted Celtics in 6 in this series. Could look like it's 7, though. Could go 7. This is without Marcus Smart tonight. Go Pats, welcome to the stream here. Edith, thanks so much for the dono. Appreciate it for being a part of the channel. This is what happens when Jason Tatum steps up. Celtics take care of the basketball. Just 3 total turnovers in the first half. Derek White, it's going to come down to the role players who can step up, and Derek White supported that in the early going. 11 points by Derek White. For Boston, though, they just can't get lax. They got to put that foot on the gas pedal because they don't know if that rim is going to be lying to them when they come out in the second half. We don't know what happened to that rim that Miami's playing on, but it might be like carnival shape that is only generous to Victor Oladipo. So we've seen comebacks like this before. Miami just seems like they're beat down, though. The body language doesn't look so well. A lot of guys playing through pain, both to the sides, but the Heat seem like they're hurting more in this game. Victor Oladipo's got 18. After that, 6 points by Jimmy Butler. starting five for Miami is only combined for 12 points in the first half for the starting five. Celtics just out hustling more. It's just been such an odd series. Such an odd series because it's come down to the team that just wants it more. And Boston came out flat in the last game. The Heat come out flat in this game. Celtics plus 15 on the glass, 34-19. Boston plus 12 points in the paint, 20-8 right now. And Boston's also got 9 assists. They haven't played their best offensive game either for the Celtics. One of the keys is their defense just transitioning off to offense. Them making stops and pushing the ball through tempo up the floor. That's helping the Celtics get points. Trying to push it down the floor. They get 7 points off the fast break so far. Right now, rebound numbers, 9 each by Horford and Rob Williams. Rob Williams coming back has been huge. Because without Rob Williams, Bam Adebayo has been limited tonight. Adebayo just 3 points in 16 minutes, only 1 of 2 shooting in this game. And he hasn't really had a chance lately because he's got 3 quick fouls. Jeb, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I honestly think it's going to be a sweep right now for Golden State. Dallas has done like everything possible for them, and they just can't pick up the victory. Like Luka, he could go off for like 50 or 60, and they still could come up short. It's just he needs more help, and he's got help with Dinwiddie and Brunson in the last game. It's just when he needed Reggie Bullock, and then he needed Bullock and then Maxi Kleber, and none of those two could score. And they played, I think they combined for 65 minutes and missed 15 shots combined. And then the other game, they made 21 threes and they still lost. Yes, I plan on covering Game 4 tomorrow. Golden State against Dallas. Feel free to join in. But yeah, it's been in that series, it's been just monster numbers on Golden State, dominating the glass, dominating the paint. There's just no answer for Dallas with that. Like Dallas doesn't have like any rim protector. Like that's the thing that's hurting them from getting to the finals. Okay, so welcome in here. Right now we're just at halftime. If you guys are just watching and just came on, you guys are not tripping about the score. This score is right now for real. 57-33 is the score if you're just joining us. The Heat missed their first 14 shots they took of the game. They went scoreless in the first 8 minutes. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Right now, we're just at halftime. Celtics bouncing back in a huge way in this response tonight. And thanks so much all for voting in that poll. Celtics took the poll 60-40. What's good, Nathan? Welcome to the stream. He's put away tonight. Yeah, I got my tortoise got put away early. I think he's off to bed. Yeah, he'll probably wake up. He usually wakes up at like 6:37 in the morning and starts like roaming around. Though he went to bed on Friday night. He went to bed at like 3 in the morning and he didn't wake up till noontime. So maybe that figures why the Celtics were having trouble. Because my pet tortoise overslept. Our little team mascot might have resembled some of the players oversleeping in and just couldn't catch up to the daylight. But they had a nice rest going into this game, looks like today. Oop. Just glitched again. Oh, my T left. Oop. Oh yeah, I got it. This season, I think they overachieved. Yeah, for this season. 'Cause last year, they were swept in the playoffs, and they got 10 players undrafted on their team. They're just a really deep team, really special. For the Heat. Like, this series honestly could go either way. What's good, Mario? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I just put out the merchandise link. If anybody's interested, feel free to check out the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise site. We got that link posted into the chat. Pinned to the chat, we got the memberships if anybody's interested. That's pinned to the chat. The membership's as low as $1.99 per month at the US dollar rate. What it gets you is shout-outs at the end of each and every single one of my live streams that I cover for channel members. I think we have currently around 30 channel members at once right now. Yeah, injury is having like a big like case in the series. It looks like the Heat, from what it seemed like in that first half, they're just hurting more. Like Jimmy Butler only goes 3 for 10 shooting from the floor. 6 points by Butler. He ends up being the number 2 scorer. They have multiple players heading into tonight's game questionable. PJ Tucker 0 for 3 in the first half. Kyle Lowry coming back from the hamstring injury. He's 1 for 5 shooting with 3 points. Max Strus, questionable entering this game. Strus is yet to score. 0 for 3 from 3, 0 for 5 from the floor. No points by Strus, no points by Tucker. Gabe Vincent was questionable. He was a game-time decision. No points, 0 for 5 shooting by Vincent. Victor Oladipo, he's back to full strength. He's got 18. Yeah, Bam, once again, he's only 1 for 2. Once again, not aggressive. 3 points by Bam, and it's going to get tougher because he got into foul trouble in that first half. He's got 3 personal fouls right now for Bam. Yeah, they played Robinson 7 minutes, and Duncan Robinson yet to score. He was constantly hunted down by the Celtics. Like, Jason Tatum got a couple buckets defended by Duncan Robinson when he was out there. Celtics have only played 2 guys off the bench, 1 minute greater. Aaron Neesmith checked in for like 10 seconds for Neesmith. But Grant Williams has played 17 minutes off the bench. Peyton Pritchard's played 10 minutes off the bench. So Celtics going with 7 guys tonight, and it's working. Jason Tatum making a statement here in this game. Jason Tatum just always seems to have these bounce-back games. Now, if he could keep that up for his consistency and not have another one, that's what's going to separate him and send him to the top of the ladder with some of the best currently playing. But that's what I feel like's missing from Tatum, is that Tatum just has that rough game in there. For Tatum, that's like the thing that's holding him back. Hey, there we go. Watching out in the pizza parlor right there for Siegel today. I bet there's a ton of people out in Boston right now that's watching and watching too, and doing the outdoor dining that they have. They got the TV screens outside because it's a great night over here tonight. The Heat definitely got to the Celtics on Saturday night. It was 90 degrees on Saturday. Tonight is beautiful. Today happened to be 72 degrees. Beautiful outside today. Siegel with a dono. You the legend, man, in the stream. Let's get the dono hype out on the channel for Siegel. Siegel the legend in the channel. Gonna start off the third quarter just a couple moments from now. Swag Shop will come in. Yes, I got that, Siegel. Thanks so much, man, for your dono. Appreciate the generosity there, brother. You guys are awesome. $57-33 as we just closed out halftime. Celtics defense having a big factor in their offense. Boston crashing the glass, making defensive stops, and it's led to their offense putting the wheels in transition, scoring, and getting downhill to the bucket. Hey, you the legend there, Siegel. 12 made free throws by Jason Tatum. Heat starters have combined for just 12 total points in this game. Jimmy Butler has 6 points, just 3 of 9 in the first half. Siegel with another dono. You the legend in the stream here, brother. Brent, thanks so much for joining in. Here we go. Start to the third quarter. Boston going left to right on the floor. Derek White top of the key. Passes off the roll down underneath the hoop. It's Rob Williams with a quick bucket. First possession for Boston. Got it with 2 points at the rim by Rob Williams. Check. 11:35 left to go in the third. First possession for the Heat. Lowry moves it out to the wing. Strus elevates for the J. Strus missed the three. Pinball wizard halfway down, rattled out. Celtics come up with a defensive rebound, looking to put up 60 on the board. Boston with 3 players, double figures. Derek White missed the 3 off the back rim. Jaylen Brown hustles up, comes up with an offensive rebound in the corner. Gives it over to Rob Williams, back outside Horford, makes the pass to Tatum. Tatum, spin move in the lane on Tucker, and a reach-in foul charge to P.J. Tucker. Game clock will stop. 11:08 left to go. Tucker goes right over to the official, pleading his case about the last call. Vincent, welcome back in. Ray, thanks so much for joining in. Jason Tatum with 24 points, bouncing back in a big way in the first half. Still with 0 turnovers by Tatum, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, no turnovers. Tatum shooting 2 at the free throw line. He got followed by Tucker. First one is good. Tatum in the zone tonight. Rob Williams on the bucket before became the third Celtic in the double figures tonight. Rob Williams going to have a double-double. He's got 10 points and 9 rebounds with 1 block. Tatum, free throw number 2 is good. 26 on the board for JT. All Sports, welcome to the channel. 11 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Heat with the ball. Adebayo just 1 for 2 from the floor tonight for Bam. Gives it over to Strus. Strus Passes out to the left corner. Tucker moves it on top. Lowry. Extra pass into the hands to Butler. Dribbles down the lane. Puts it up over Rob Williams. Blocked by the Time Lord. Goes out of bounds, though. It will stay. Heat ball with 10:47 remaining. Rob Williams, second block of the game, denies Jimmy Butler at the rim. Yeah, Butler, if he was fully healthy, he'd get higher than that in his layup motion. I feel like Butler's playing through a lot of pain tonight. Butler, jumper right baseline. Off the rim, no good. Rebound snatched away by Jaylen Brown. Celtics looking to go up by 30 or 30 plus with his possession. Jaylen Brown at the right wing. Guarded by Strus. Dribbles up to the right elbow. Brown, jumper, deep two. Off the back rim, no good. Butler with a defensive rebound. 10.5 left to go in the third. Butler moves it outside of Strus. Strus turns the corner, dribbles down the lane inside, missed the right-handed layup, offensive rebound. Adebayo puts it down with a two-handed turnaround dunk. Lindell, thanks so much for joining in. 10:16 left to go in the third. Bam Adebayo up to 5 total points. Celtics have the ball. Kenny, welcome back in. Boston pass midcourt. Tatum gives it over to White. Into the backcourt it goes. Tatum saves it, though, for a moment, and he stepped on the midcourt line with his back foot behind the logo. That's a backcourt violation. Tough possession for the Celtics. Tatum was trying to save it. Ooh, I don't know about that. He was trying to save it, unless he lost it in the front court and it went back. It looked like it was deflected, and Tatum was trying to get it into the backcourt. Lowry with the ball. Bounce pass off to Adebayo. Kick out left corner. Tucker, corner three. Missed off the rim. Rebound control by Derek White. Celtics with a possession. 9:45 left to go in the third. Tatum bounce pass. Horford lobs it up over the top. Rob Williams has possession. Puts it home with a right hand. Welcome back Rob Williams into a big game 4. He has got for himself tonight. 63-35. Flirting with a double-double at 12 points, 9 rebounds by the Time Lord. Oh, it's been tremendous what the Celtics have done. Big-time physicality tonight, coming out and playing with Celtics pride. And no Marcus Smart, by the way, in this game. So they're without Marcus Smart, the Heat without Tyler Hero. So both teams missing one player each, and it's not even close. And Jimmy Butler's playing right now. So Butler is playing. Bam Adebayo just got fouled. Clock will stop with 9:28. Adebayo will shoot 2 free throws. First one he makes. This Celtics team is resilient. They came in today a perfect 4-0 after a loss in the playoffs. They just find ways to bounce back and win games, no matter what, despite the injuries. Just 6-5 tonight by Bam Adebayo, coming off a 31-point, 10-rebound game on Saturday night. Robert Williams III being down low, the reason why. Second free throw good by Adebayo. Bam struggling once again with his aggressiveness tonight. Just 2 for 3 from the floor shooting with 7 points and 5 rebounds now. 9:15 remaining. Rob Williams hands it off to Jaylen Brown. Brown coming off a 41-point game. He's had a tough night. This game has been all Tatum along with Derek White. Mid-range, good by Jaylen Brown. That's a 2-pointer. He's up to 8. Jaylen Brown trying to make his way towards double figures. He will be the 4th Celtic to get there. Rob Williams as well got 10 points and 9 rebounds. White with 11 and 5. 3 assists, 3 steals, but Tatum by far leading the way for the Celtics with 26. Looking for more. Tatum has the ball top of the key off the Heat turnover. Lost it. White right there to bail him out. Scoops it up. Tatum still without a turnover tonight. White lobs it. Down low to Tatum. Spin move. Evades a defender. Tatum puts it up. Tough shot. Banks it. Jason Tatum off the glass. High arcing. Good for 2. It's a 30-point lead. Jason Tatum soars up. He's got himself now 28. 8:25 left to go in the third. Outside it goes to Lowry. Kick out left corner. Open 3. Butler off the rim. No good. Jimmy Butler looking like he's playing through a lot of pain tonight. Open shots he just keeps on missing. Jaylen Brown has the ball. Edge in the midcourt logo. Brown guarded by Max Strus. Brown crossover on Strus. 8 minutes remaining. Brown dribbles. Kick out. Wing. Open 3. Derek White off the rim. No good. At a great look. Couldn't send it through. Rebound control by Tucker. Adebayo dribbles. Attacks the paint on Horford. Blocked by Al Horford. Celtics come up with the basketball. Here goes Derek White looking to push it. White Takes it to the free throw circle. Kicks it out left corner off the catch and fire three. Missed back rim by Jaylen Brown. And the defensive rebound pulled down for Miami. Al Horford not scoring tonight. No points, but making solid contributions in a huge way. He's got 10 rebounds and 2 blocks for Big Al. Loose ball turned over in the key by Miami. 2-on-1 fast break for the Celtics. And Al Horford knocked down and followed by Max Strus. Horford will shoot 2 at the free throw line and see if he can finally get into the scoring column tonight. Clock will stop with 7:26 as a 30-point lead for Boston. Alex, thanks so much for joining in. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Feel free to come on back tomorrow. I'll be covering Game 4 between Golden State and Dallas. Will Smith, welcome on board. Al Horford, Rob Williams, and Jason Tatum just ripping the rebounds off the glass tonight. First free throw is good by Horford. 10 rebounds by Horford, 9 rebounds by Rob Williams, 7 rebounds by Tatum, 7 rebounds by Derek White, 6 rebounds by Jaylen Brown. Celtics dominant on the glass tonight, 42-24. Dominant points in the paint, 28-10, and dominant in block shots as well, 7-2 for the Celtics. It is a no-go inside area tonight for the Miami Heat offense. Second free throw good by Big Al. The Heat held to just 24% shooting from the floor, 12 for 50. They're shooting better from 3, 31% from three-point range. I'll get that 2-point percentage number for you guys in just a moment as we take the timeout on the floor. 7:25 left to go. The Celtics outscoring the Heat once again in the early third, 12-4. Boston looking to go 5-0 after a loss in the playoffs, and they are 19 and a half minutes away from doing so. The Heat 5 of 16 from 3 at 31%. The Heat have only made 7 twos tonight. They've attempted 34. The Heat are 20.5% from 2-point range. Rob Williams, with a healthy Time Lord, makes a massive impact. That 7'7" wingspan that he has, just giving the Heat fits, contesting everything. So the Heat have been selling for jumpers, mid-range shots, and they just cannot go down. And whenever they've tried to get to the rim, it's a no bucket area. 3 blocks by Al Horford, 2 blocks by Rob Williams, 1 block by Jason Tatum, a block by Peyton Pritchard. By the way, Daniel Tice hasn't even played tonight. So with Rob Williams coming back, Daniel Tice, who looked like he was lost in the last game, hasn't even played tonight. Hey, you the legend, Siegel. Really appreciate it, man. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream for Siegel once again. Thanks so much, brother. Yeah, Siegel's been a great supporter in this channel. You've been a great supporter for a while. If you're interested in the Wrench Brother, I can hit you up on one. I saw the video that you put up, you put out there a couple months ago. Just let me know, Siegel. You the legend, man. I think you've been here for like over a year by now. So I remember I think I got you first when I covered Florida State last season. I covered Florida State quite a bit last year in the tournament for them. Michael, thanks so much for joining in. Joe, welcome to the stream. Roger, welcome in once again. What a game. Celtics is dominant. There's only one player for the Heat that scored double figures. That's Victor Oladipo. Looks like Victor Oladipo's fresh. Coming back better than ever. Healing up from his long time awaited, coming back from injury. The rest of the team looks like they're just in severe pain. I got the Paul Pierce jersey on. Jason Tatum jersey in the background. Really keeping the spirits high tonight. Keeping it flowing. Yeah, for sure, man. You definitely earned it. As welcoming Siegel out to the squad. Arcel, welcome to the channel here. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, I usually switch between Pierce and Tatum because I had Pierce hanging down the last time I wore the Tatum jersey. I'll put up the Pierce behind me for the next game. It's too bad I had the Kemba Walker jersey. Can't really use it anymore, though, unfortunately. Maybe I'll put it... I'll probably do it next year. Just face the Celtics with the green and white out in front, but not put the last name behind in the back. That's good for the light by Miami. 69-39 with 7 minutes left to go. Derek White hands it off to Tatum. Straightaway three. That's no good. To the left of the rim, out of bounds. Tatum airballed it. Peachy, thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, if it even happens for a Game 7. I predicted Celtics in 6. Boston just needs to come out and show physicality and play with energy each game. Jumper misfired by Miami. Knocked out of bounds by Tatum, though. It's going to stay Heat ball. Yeah, I don't have a Paris Bird or Danny Ainge jersey, unfortunately. Six and a half left to go. Celtics with a possession around the perimeter. Grant Williams moves it outside into the hands to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, step back jumper deep two at the left elbow off the front rim miss. Jimmy Butler defensive rebounds. Kyle Lowry with it, top of the key. Moves it outside into the hands to Oladipo. Lobs it over to Adebayo. Back out, deflected pass by Tatum. Goes all the way to the backcourt. Oladipo saves it. 10 in the shot clock. Oladipo dribbles at the right elbow. Guarded by Brown, double teamed across the floor. Goes to Caleb Martin with a three. Hits it. 69-42. I loved Ray Allen growing up. Yeah, I have, I think it was NBA Live 07. I have a lot of the throwbacks. When I was younger, I played PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. I have NBA Live 07 on PlayStation 2. And I kept on, when I was younger, of course I would be the Celtics and kept on pressing circle to take threes with Ray Allen. And he was just automatic. They would go in like 9 times out of 10. Yeah, I have a Kevin... I don't think I have it anymore because I grew out of it, but I used to have a KG jersey when I was like 12, 13. Jaylen Brown weaves his way into the paint, missed the first shot, gets his own rebound, scores up and in off the backboard. 2 more. 29-point Celtics lead. Michael, welcome to the stream here, man. 10 points by Jaylen Brown now becomes the fourth Celtic up to double figures. He's got 7 rebounds. Oladipo gives it over to Butler. Bounce pass left wing. Martin shovels it to the left corner. Kyle Lowry stepped out of bounds. Turned over by the Heat. Going to take a timeout on the floor. It looks like 71-4. Or no, they will still keep it here. Looked like they were going to load up the timeout slide for a moment, but they will keep it here. 4:40 left to go in the third. Tatum has his first turnover of the game. Tried to kick it out to the corner. Missed it wide at Jaylen Brown out of bounds. Miami with a possession. Oladipo, pro hop into the key, blocked by Jaylen Brown. Celtics come up with a basketball. It's Peyton Pritchard. 2-on-1 fast break, bounce pass down the lane. Jaylen Brown through the contact, scores. No call, goes up and then off the backboard. Celtics by 31. 8 blocks by Boston tonight as they are just dominant inside the paint. Adebayo moves it outside to Oladipo. 3 hits the rim short by Oladipo. Tried to follow it up. Got his own rebound. Down the lane. Gets fouled by Al Horford. The clock will stop with 4:04. David, welcome on the stream. Tim Burr, thanks so much for joining in again. Yeah, I actually don't have a bird jersey. First one missed at the line by Oladipo. Derek White will check into the game. Duncan Robinson comes into the game for Miami. Victor Oladipo scored 18 of the 42. The rest of the team for the Heat's only scored 24. Rough game by the Heat starters tonight. Boston dominant inside all game long. 32 to 12 points in the paint for the Celtics. 46 to 28 the rebound total. Plus 18 for Boston. And Siegel to the membership. You the legend, man. Let's get that member hype for Siegel out on the channel. 4 minutes left to go. Second free throw missed at the line for Oladipo. So they go empty that trip by Miami. Horford lobs it over to Grant Williams. Pivot move down low. Has position. But he did step out of bounds with it, though. So that's a turnover by Boston. Boston is crushing it, man, tonight. Three and a half remaining. Heat with a possession. Outside it goes to the wing. Caleb Martin, 5 in the shot clock. Floats it up and off the glass, no good. Rebound control by Al Horford. Inside the paint, lost it. Derek White knocked down by Adebayo. Clock will stop with 3:18. What's good, Smurf? Welcome on the stream. Celtics get the inbound. 3:15 left to go in the third. Jaylen Brown moves it outside to Horford. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Swings to that left wing to Brown. Shoots the three off the catch and fire. Missed off the back rim too strong. Caleb Martin comes up with a defensive rebound. 3 minutes remaining, third quarter. Boston by 31. Duncan Robinson, pass over to Adebayo, hands it off to Oladipo, attacks down the lane. He was out of control of the basketball, missed it. Didn't even hit the rim, wasn't even close. Airballed a layup as he was just over the rim and it let it slip through his hands. Pritchard, open three straight away, off the back rim too long. And Miami comes up with a defensive rebound, outlet pass. Vincent over to Bam. Bam scores as Peyton Pritchard got beat back in transition. Diving face first with a face plant to hardwood by Peyton Pritchard. Adebayo get the layup. Hey, thanks so much, David. Really appreciate it, man. 2:10 left to go in the third. Brown defended right wing perimeter 1-on-1 on Duncan Robinson. Step back three in the air. Missed off the rim short. And Caleb Martin comes up far side corner with a defensive rebound. Martin brings up the floor. Martin guarded by Pritchard. Backs his way into the key. Martin floats it up over Pritchard. Scores. Count it in the bucket. 73-46, 1:59 left to go. Caleb Martin will shoot one at the free throw line. Yeah, this game's been far from over. The Celtics have led right since the opening tip. It was Derek White. I couldn't believe it was Derek White who set the tone for this team. Derek White scored the first 7 points in the game. And that just resembled something, as Marcus Smart gave this team must have been a big pep talk before this game. I don't know for certain, but from how they're playing tonight, I bet Smart had a big role in giving this team an inspirational pep talk before the opening tip. So 73-46, 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. It's been a low-scoring third, 16-13. Boston outscoring Miami in the third, but Celtics have gone cold lately, but they're up by so much. at this point. Only 2 players double figures for Miami. 18 points by Victor Oladipo. Caleb Martin has got 10. That says a lot for Miami. That Jimmy Butler is just 3 for 14 tonight. 6 points limited to on the floor by Butler. He must be hurting for Butler because he is not himself whatsoever tonight. 6 points, 3 for 14. He must have just got thrown in there for Butler because he is well far from himself tonight. 9 points by Bam Adebayo, back to being not aggressive. 3 for 5 shooting by Bam, with just 5 rebounds he has held to tonight. Kyle Lowry, 3 points coming back from the hamstring injury. Just 1 for 6 from the floor by Kyle Lowry. And then Max Strus and Gabe Vincent, they did not show up tonight. Max Strus, 0 for 7 shooting with no points. Gabe Vincent, 0 for 5 shooting with no points. For the Celtics, Jason Tatum dominating. 28 points, 7 for 14 shooting, 14 for 16 from the floor. Despite going 0 for 6 from 3 tonight by Tatum. Tatum yet to find his 3-point shot. Boston just 4 for 25 from 3-point range. And they're up by this number. So the Celtics, game number 2, dominant because they were ripping through the threes. They made 23s of 40 attempts. Tonight they're just 4 of 25, 16% from 3. And they're crushing the Heat. Crushing them because what they've done on the glass, out-hustling Miami on the boards tonight in this game by a landslide. 48-31 Celtics. 32-16 points in the paint, and then a block fest by the Celtics tonight. Boston with 8 total blocks as a team. Al Horford, Rob Williams, monstrous in this game today. Rob Williams, 1 more rebound. He's got a double-double, 12 points, 9 boards. Al Horford has only 2 points, but he's got 13 rebounds. And then 12 points by Jaylen Brown, 7 rebounds. Derek White, 11 points, 8 rebounds. Jason Tatum, 28 points, 7 rebounds. In a block party. 3 blocks by Horford, 2 each by Tatum and Rob Williams, and then a block by Peyton Pritchard. Jordan, welcome in. Adriana, thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, man, Tatum with a monster bounce-back game. Always just comes back when he has like a bad showing for Tatum. He just comes back in the next game, and he just comes prepared, and he's ready. And Jason Tatum was ready tonight. Yeah, Butler didn't show up tonight himself. Free throw missed off the rim short by Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin, if you guys are just joining us, is the number 2 scorer for Miami with 10 points. Victor Oladipo is leading the way for the Heat. He looks fresh. He's got 18 points for Oladipo. I think the rest of the team certainly looks like they're just injured and banged up. Tatum taking it downhill, missed the layup though, through contact, no call. Miami comes up with a basketball. 1:35 left to go in the third quarter. Caleb Martin, jumper to free throw circle, connects on it. He's up to 12. Multiple players coming into the game from Miami. Questionable into tonight's game. PJ Tucker, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, all entered tonight's game questionable, but all played. Tyler Hero was the lone player out. 3-point shot at the wing, missed by Grant Williams. Hey, thanks so much for the sub there, Smurf. You guys awesome for being a part here in the stream. Final minute left to go in the third. Miami with a 3. Robinson off the rim short. Just 48 points through 3 quarters. Unless they can make a final shot and put it up to 50. Haven't seen something like this in a long, long time. Miami's going to be lucky if they get to 70 tonight. 48 points through 3 quarters. Celtics defense, something special tonight in this game. Tatum lost the ball, though. Third turnover of the game by Tatum. Martin swings it over to Vincent. Down low. Robinson gets the layup. 73-50. 30 seconds remaining. And Boston will take a timeout. This is the first quarter that the Heat might win tonight. 17-16 outscoring the Celtics. Boston outscored the Heat 29-11 at the end of 1. 28-22 at the end of 2 was the quarter differentials. And then the third quarter now it's 17-16 Heat. Ime Udoka takes a timeout. 30 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Ain't over till it's over. 73-50, Celtics by 23. Adriana, thanks so much for joining in. Before you sign off tonight, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, college basketball too. Feel free to join in tomorrow night. I'll be covering the Mavs against the Warriors, game number 4 of that series. You guys are welcome to join in and be a part of that stream. Boston just looking to finish strong. Smart timeout by Ime Udoka. I think he realized that the Heat are now outgaining the Celtics by 1 point in this third quarter. Celtics have the basketball. Derek White, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Grant Williams, Payton Pritchard. 5 on the floor for the final 30 seconds. Tatum silences the Heat as he takes the 3 and he drills it straight away for Jason Tatum. Responding in a big bounce-back game tonight for Jason Tatum, who is up to 31 points. 10 points in the last game, responds with a 30-plus point spot on the board. Layup is good by Victor Oladipo. Final second, Pritchard, half-court shots. Oh, he banks it! Will they count it or not by Payton Pritchard? I don't believe it left his hands in time. But just for show-style points for Payton Pritchard, he banked the 3 off of a half-court heave. Let's see here. Did he get it off? No, I don't think so for Payton Pritchard. He banked the 3 at midcourt. Will not count, though. The score stays 76-52. Three quarters in the books. This whole game has been to the Celtics tonight. Paul, welcome back in. Yeah, my trip went pretty well. We got back yesterday around 2 p.m. We got back. Celtics with 4 players double figures inside the starting 5. 31 points by Jason Tatum. He's got 8 rebounds, 3 assists with 2 blocks. Turned it over 3 times, though, in that third quarter. Had no turnovers in the first half. 12 points by Rob Williams with 9 rebounds. 12 points by Jaylen Brown with 7 rebounds. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals by Derek White. Al Horford only 2 points scoring. Al Horford's yet to make a field goal, 0 for 1 shooting. But what he's done on the glass has been tremendous. 13 rebounds tonight by Al Horford. Miami top scorer, that is Victor Oladipo with 20 off the bench, and then Kalen Martin with 12. Jimmy Butler just not like himself, just 6 points in the 20-minute span, 3 for 14 from the floor by Butler. Bam Adebayo just 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 for 5 shooting, 28 minutes. Yeah, I went to bed after the game on Saturday. Friday night was long because we actually went up there after I streamed Golden State Dallas on Friday night. So my dad works nights. He works from like 2:30 to 10:30. So we went up after I finished my stream on Friday night. So we didn't get up to New Hampshire till 3 in the morning. So we left at midnight after I finished the game on Friday night, and we got in at 3 in the morning. It's foggy up there, though. It's over like 1,000 feet above sea level, so when you keep on going up in elevation, and it was late at night, a lot of moose out there, too. Luckily, there wasn't any hanging in the middle of the road at that time, but once you get up in elevation, the foggier and foggier it gets. What's good, Tyrone? Welcome back in from the Bahamas. Thanks so much for joining in. Celtics wearing that uniform tonight with Celtic pride. Out hustling the Heat by a landslide, 50-33 on the glass in favor for Boston. Celtics outscoring the Heat in the paint, 32-22. Boston dominating the twos. The Celtics just 5 for 27 from three-point range. It's been the Celtics defense holding the Heat to 29% shooting. Boston only 18.5% from three. Celtics 50% from two. So we come back from the timeout. Start of the fourth quarter. Here we go. Tatum inside the key. Moves to that left corner. Jaylen Brown. Back out to the wing. It goes to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Gabe Vincent. Falls down. No call. Grant Williams comes out with a basketball. Grant dumped down low as he gets fouled. And Grant Williams is down hard. Ooh. Grant Williams is frustrated. He punches the bottom part of the stanchion, and Grant Williams got fouled hard. Good to see he's up on his feet. Grant Williams holding his left shoulder, though. I thought that was going to be like... When he went down for Grant Williams, I thought that was season ending. He got... Oh, man. He took a hand to the face by Gabe Vincent and then came down on his left shoulder hard for Grant Williams. Gabe Vincent with a hard foul to Grant Williams. And then Grant Williams just took his frustration from the foul with his pain. He just took it right at the bottom part of the stanchion. Just punched the stanchion at the end of that. Yeah, Grant Williams couldn't believe he got fouled that hard. Unhappy about that call. Grant makes the first one. Second one's good. I'm from Southeast Mass where I am, so I'm close by to Providence where I am. So David up in the North Shore. Yeah, nice area out there. I don't think I've driven like through like the actual like town portion of Raleigh before, but I've gone on like the highway because that portion of the highway takes you up from 95 to New Hampshire and Maine. So I've gone through like that North Shore area to get to like towards like the Hampton Beach area sometimes. 11:10 left to go in the fourth. Another foul committed by Miami. Celtics get the inbound. Tatum gives over to Jaylen Brown. Tatum, Brown, Horford, Peyton Pritchard, Grant Williams. That's the five on the floor for the Celtics in the final 11 minutes. Here's a three at the wing. Got it. That's good for the three ball by Peyton Pritchard. Celtics extend up by a massive lead. 11 minutes left to go in the fourth. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I work around the Fall River area, so that's where I currently work right now. Missed three by Miami. Tipped out of bounds off of Horford. As Martin put it off of Horford, it will stay Heat ball. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we're out in it's the Lake Winnipesaukee area that we have the summer place my family has out there. It's like 20 minutes away from Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire. Duncan Robinson catching fire at the wing, makes the three. They had made one before. They got a bucket before that too. Updating the score, it's 81-57. Celtics with a quick three right back. Trifecta from the outside with 10:15 remaining. That is... Yeah, Grant Williams got himself 7. Peyton Pritchard's got 6. And now Horford was the one who just made the threes up to 5. So Horford finally gets a shot to drop. $10:07 left to go in the fourth. Another whistle. Yeah, looks like Boston and Golden State could very well meet up in the finals. Things getting chippy between Jaylen Brown and Dwayne Dedmon. Officials had to separate them out on the floor. But that's tough for Boston if they do match up with Golden State, considering the Celtics will have to play really well in the third quarter, and Golden State is all about third quarters. That team is just so dominant in the third. Gabe Vincent will get the inbound, moves over to Dedmon. 10 minutes left to go. Hands it off to Robinson. Robinson passes right baseline. Takes it down the hill. Huge block by Al Horford out of bounds as he rejects Caleb Martin. Salute to the fans by Big Al Horford. Oh, yeah. Al Horford rejecting Caleb Martin, tried to go backdoor on him at the rim, and Horford having none of that as he blocks it right into the front row. 10 minutes left to go. Inbound by the Heat, and the Celtics pick up a quick foul around the inbound. Horford with 4 blocks tonight. Hasn't filled up the stat sheet offensively. He's only got 5 points, but defensively, he's been massive today. 13 rebounds and 4 blocks. 10 minutes left to go in the fourth. Gabe Vincent, top of the key, jab step on Pritchard, dribbles up to the elbow, swings it across the floor. Oladipo, open 3, missed off the back rim, rebound controlled by Grant Williams. Celtics will take it past midcourt. Pritchard lobs it over to Tatum. Tatum double team, swings it outside of Pritchard. Ball movement all around the perimeter. Left baseline dribble. Derek White floats it up, gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Derek White. 9:32 left to go in the fourth. Celtics showing up in a big way today, undefeated in the playoffs, coming up after a loss. 9.5 minutes remaining from them being 5-0, bouncing back after a loss in the playoffs. They haven't lost back-to-back games since late March. Both of the free throws good by Derek White. He's got 13. 31 points by Tatum. Bouncing back in a big way with just 10 on Saturday. Oladipo guarded on the outside away from the basketball. Tatum will pick up a foul. Jason Tatum picks up his second personal foul of the game. Jaylen Brown's got 5 tonight. 4 by Pritchard for fouls. For the Heat, 4 personal fouls by Bam Adebayo. 3 each by Dwayne Dedmon and Victor Oladipo. 9:20 left to go in the fourth, inbound for Miami. Oladipo drives, lost the handle, stolen away, pickpocketed by Peyton Pritchard. Here goes Pritchard, passes off to Tatum into the key. Tatum shovels it out to the perimeter, Grant Williams. Back into the hands to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Robinson, 1-on-1. 9 minutes left to go. Double team. Tatum moves it across the floor. Peyton Pritchard up fake. Dribbles up. Jumper deep 2. Got it. Rattles in by Peyton Pritchard. 88-57. Peyton Pritchard looking to get into the double-digit column himself. Just one more basket. He's got it. 8 points by Pritchard. 4 players double figures for the Celtics. 31 by Tatum. 13 by White. 12 each by Rob Williams and Jaylen Brown as we take a timeout on the floor. 88-57 the score. Dominant game number 4 by Boston. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. 57 points with under 9 minutes remaining. Celtics coming out with all the energy, the physicality, just dominant on the glass tonight. Dominant in the paint. 51-34 rebound advantage for Boston. 32-24 points in the paint. At the free throw line, they're 85%. 29 for 34. The Heat just 57% at the free throw line. 8 for 14. The Heat held to just 30% shooting from the floor. 21 for 71. The Celtics only 39% tonight and 24% from 3. Boston with their defense is getting it done. Making stops in their defense. Making it transition into this game to offense when they've been able to convert. 17 Boston assists. That number much lower than usual. but still getting things done because how dominant their defense has been and how they rolled the glass and how they block shots too. 9 blocks by Boston, just 2 by Miami. That first game of the series was a monster block fest. It was 20 combined blocks, 12 of them by the Heat, 8 by the Celtics, but the Celtics having their way today with their block fest. Just been Jason Tatum's been the best player on the floor by miles tonight. His 3-point game has been non-existent by Tatum. Tatum's going to have to figure that out. He's just 1 for 7 from 3 for Tatum. The Celtics team's doing this despite shooting the ball just 7 for 29 from 3 tonight. But taking care of the basketball, that's the number one thing. They really emphasized that entering this game. Just 7 turnovers by the Celtics. They had 3 at halftime. The Heat turned it over 9 times, so we haven't seen many turnovers tonight. And it's just one team's hustling, the other team isn't. That's a big part of this game today by the Celtics. Wearing that uniform with Celtics pride, and they're playing it for sure right now. Just out-hustling, out-battling, out-powering the Heat in this game. Seems like the injuries have been a problem more so for Miami in this game. Jimmy Butler held to just 6 points, shooting the ball 3 for 14. Kyle Lowry, 3-point shooting, 1 for 6. Max Strus, 0 for 7, went into the game questionable. Gabe Vincent, 0 for 5 tonight with no points either. Bam Adebayo, not aggressive with 9 points, shooting just 3 for 5 and 6 rebounds. PJ Tucker, no points, 0 for 4, came into the game questionable. Celtics getting Marcus Smart his rest too. Hopefully he'll be back for the next one. So doing this without Marcus Smart, their leader, their energy booster, the player that gives them toughness on the floor, and they've responded once again without Marcus Smart playing this time in a huge way. Al Horford, big reason why to that. Didn't do it offensively, didn't attempt many shots, but Al Horford got himself 13 rebounds along with 4 blocks tonight. Him and Rob Williams just suffocating the Heat all game long. Robinson off the catch and fire, drills the 3 as we come back from the timeout. 88-60, 8:35 left to go. Lee, CC, I Rush, thanks so much for joining in. Robinson's got 8. Derek White puts the ball into the hands of Pritchard. Daniel Tice into the game for the first time tonight. Peyton Pritchard, Daniel Tice, Grant Williams, Derek White, and Aaron Nesmith playing for the first time tonight as well. Layup is good right at the rim for Boston to go up 90-60. And that's Daniel Tice with his first bucket. Yeah, it looked like he was for Jimmy Butler. His shots just couldn't drop today. He was open. I saw him open a couple of times taking jumpers, just couldn't make him down. Dedmon banks it over Tice for 2. Final 8 minutes left to go. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I'll be covering the Warriors against Mavs, game number 4 of the series. We'll see if Golden State can complete the sweep tomorrow night. Going into a pivotal Game 5 with a series even on a Wednesday night. 7:45 left to go in the fourth. Straightaway 3. White missed off the front rim. Rebound control by Dedmon. Gabe Vincent takes it past the midcourt logo. Gives over to Oladipo, the lone player who showed up tonight. Makes the 3 straight away by Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo looks like he's fresh. The rest of the team for the Heat looks like they've lost their legs tonight in this game. 23 points by Oladipo out of the 65 in the scoreboard. The Heat starters between Tucker, Butler, Adebayo, Lowry, and Strus combining to shoot the ball. Or combining for just 18 total points in this game tonight. Shooting the ball. That will be 7 of 36 from the floor between those starting 5. So 7 for 36 shooting combining for 18 points. The Heat make another three. The Celtics got a quick bucket right back. Miami up the floor, shoots another three. That will go down. It's by Oladipo, who's got 23. 92-71. Peyton Pritchard brings up the floor. 6:30 left to go. Pritchard bounce pass to Tice. Tice powers his way inside. Bounce pass out to the corner. Over to Pritchard. Pritchard will take a three. He's money. Peyton Pritchard joins the double-digit club tonight. He's got himself now up to 10 with a made three. He's got 13 actually. Made the three before that too. So 95-71. So check that on Peyton Pritchard, up to 13 now. So that's now 5 players for the Celtics, double figures. 31 by Tatum, 13 by White and Pritchard, 12 each by Rob Williams and Jaylen Brown. Under 6 minutes left to go. Nesmith up fakes, dribbles up to the baseline. Jumper rattles in by Aaron Nesmith. 97-71. Celtics with a big bounce back response. They've led since the opening tip. Randy, thanks so much. Things going pretty well here, man. Open three, Dwayne Dedman. Splash. Sends it through. .530 left to go. Pritchard in the backcourt gets fouled by Kalen Martin reaching in. Oh, wow. So right on the lake there for Tano. There you go. Yeah, my family has a summer place. It's on the opposite side of the lake, basically. We're not directly on the lake. We're like 20 minutes away, though. First shot missed by Pritchard off the back rim. Got some new players to check into the game now for Miami. Here comes out onto the floor Haywood Highsmith, who will check into the game for the first time tonight. Peyton Pritchard, second free throw. That's good. 98-74. This is what happens, Boston, when you put your mind to it. Good things happen, and you blow out your opponent. Lob over the top. Omar Yurtseven sends it home for the two-hand bucket, with assist made by Gabe Vincent. Robert, thanks so much for joining in. 5 minutes left to go. Derek White with a possession. White at the free throw circle. Moves it outside of Pritchard. Catch and fire on a three off the back rim. Nesmith offensive rebound. Pritchard left baseline dribble. Lost the handle. Deflected out by Gabe Vincent though. Miami looks like they're in a lot of pain. And Boston will have another chance to see if they can get Marcus Smart back and healthier. Still got some severe swelling to his ankle. He's got an ankle sprain for Marcus Smart. But if they get him back, that makes the Celtics even more dangerous. In Boston right now, their case that they're trying to make, they're trying to do it in 6 for the Celtics. So they don't need to play Game 7. They can get a little bit more extra time before going into Golden State, which Golden State very well could sweep Dallas tomorrow, and that series is over. Missed floater by Omar Yurtseven. 4:30 left to go. And the Celtics come up with the defensive rebounds. Yeah, Jaylen Brown didn't have like a big, overarching, overwhelming performance game today for Jaylen Brown. He just had 12 points tonight. Shot the ball just 5 for 20 for Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum was the one who responded in a big way. Jason Tatum was clearly the best player in this game, despite shooting 1 for 7 from 3. He went 8 for 16 from the floor, 14 for 16 at the free throw line. Just getting to the rim when it mattered the most, when his 3 wasn't dropping for Tatum. Drawing fouls. So we have 4 minutes left to go. This turned out to be a 3-point shooting fest lately. Both of these teams just breaking it. The Celtics shooting just 40.5% from the floor, 25% from 3, and they have a chance to put up 100 on the board right here. Missed 3, though, by Grant Williams to the wing, around the rim and out. 3:45 left to go. Miami with 76 on the board. Martin, up fake on Tice. Passes outside of Robinson with a 3-ball. Sends it down and through for the triple. I'll be back tomorrow. Feel free to join in tomorrow night for Golden State Dallas. Yes, I plan on being back Game 5 on Wednesday. Game 5 on Wednesday, same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time tip-off. That's 8:30 a.m. if you're out in the Philippines on Thursday morning. Grant Williams, kick out to the corner. Daniel Tice, right baseline dribble. Skies up in the air, throws it down with a right-handed punch through by Daniel Tice. What a statement right there to get the triple-digit spot on the board for Boston and the Garden rockin'. Going back to Miami for a Game 5 on Wednesday. 3 minutes left to go. Corner 3, missed off the rim short by Martin. Defensive rebound pulled down by Tice. Before you sign off tonight, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and thanks so much all for joining in, being a part in the stream tonight. Derek White with a possession. Gonna slow down the basketball, 2:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. White scored the first 7 points of the game, set the tone for this team early for the Celtics. They never looked back. They led the entire game. Missed jumper off the back rim by White. Jason Tatum picked up the rest of the work. Went into halftime with 18, finished with 31 tonight by Tatum, by far the best player on the floor. Highsmith circles around, hands it off to Robinson. Another fadeaway 3, got it. Sweet spot from the floor, back-to-back threes by Duncan Robinson. Finally starting to discover something. 182. 14 by Robinson. That's his fourth made 3 of the game. 2 minutes remaining. Loose ball, White. Turned it over. Robinson gives over to Vincent. Outside 3. Vincent missed off the back rim. Rebound controlled by Aaron Nesmith. Comes up with it, crashing the glass. Celtics been crashing the boards all game long. 57-39 on the rebound advantage for Boston. Points in the paint, 38-28. And Boston making their free throws. 36 attempts, they made 30. 83% at the charity stripe tonight for the Celtics. The Heat going to have to figure out health. Boston crushing the Heat without Marcus Smart tonight. Miami without Tyler Hero in this game. As we're going to take a timeout on the floor. 1:39 left to go. Big response, but the Celtics right back. This series has been all about who responds. We'll see how the Heat respond in the next game. The Celtics have responded with 2 monster victories now. These response wins by Boston have been something special. Lost game 1 by 11, won game 2 by 25. Lost game 3 by 6. Gonna win game 4 somewhere around this 18-20 mark, but wasn't really that close. Largest lead was Boston by 32 at one point. Before you sign off tonight, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Feel free to join in tomorrow night. I'll be covering Golden State against Dallas. We'll see if the Warriors can put on a sweep tomorrow night. We have 1:39 left to go. The Heat came out just stone cold from the floor. They missed their first 14 shots. They could not make a single field goal in the first 8 minutes of the game. We have 1:39 left to go remaining. Celtics getting to the free throw line a ton in this series. 32 attempts in game 1. They went 24 for 32 at the free throw line in game 1. 21 of 23 at the free throw line in game 2. 23 for 30 at the free throw line in game 3. And once again tonight, even more Celtics tonight 30 for 36 at the free throw line. So Boston's hovering around that 80% and 80% 80 to 85% at the free throw line throughout the series for the Celtics. But they're averaging around 30 plus free throws attempts in this series. And the Heat, their numbers getting to the free throw line. Game number 1, they went 30 for 34. Game 2, 16 for 22. Game 3, 12 of 14. And once again, at the free throw line, smaller number, 8 for 14. Only 57% shooting. 182, minute and a half left to go in the fourth. Nick Stauskas into the game for the first time tonight. The ball handler for the Celtics. Stauskas moves it out to the corner. Nesmith catching fire 3. Hit the rim short, tipped over to Nesmith, but couldn't get it off in time as that's a shot clock violation. Never hit the rim. Robert, thanks so much for joining in. Final minute 15 left to go. Bounce pass off the mark. Tried to save it was Nick Stauskas, but couldn't. 1:12 remaining. It will stay Heat ball. Miami Heat starters combining for just 18 points. That is the fewest by a team starting lineup in an NBA game since 1978. What the Heat did tonight. Victor Oladipo, the top scorer for Miami with 23. Behind him, Duncan Robinson with 14. Caleb Martin with 12. Those were the top 3 scores in double figures for the Heat. 9 points by Bam Adebayo, 6 by Jimmy Butler, 3 by Kyle Lowry. That's 18 points out of the starting lineup of 82 total on the board. Jimmy Butler went just 3 for 14 shooting tonight with 6 points. They attempted 36 shots, and the Heat made 7. 7 for 36 from the floor with the starting lineup. That starting lineup played 112 minutes total, with just 18 points on the board. Free throws good at the line for the Celtics. Final minute. Omer Yurtseven passes off to a cutter. Huge rejection by Aaron Nesmith as he blocks Duncan Robinson from behind. 35 seconds left to go. Boston will just slow down the ball. 11 blocks in this game by the Celtics. They came in pounding and grinding in a no bucket area tonight for the Miami Heat inside the key. And the Boston Celtics destroying the Heat in game number 4 of the series. Boston 60 rebounds, Miami with 39 boards. Celtics with 38 points in the paint, Miami with 28. Boston with 11 blocks, Miami with just 2. Celtics hold the Heat to 34% shooting from the floor. The Heat were worse than 2-point range than 3. Shot the ball at 39% from 3. Well under 30% from 2-point range as this game has gone final. And Jimmy Butler immediately storms right back to the locker room. We got an even series here, folks. 102-82 the final score. The Celtics 5-0 now in the playoffs, bouncing back after a loss. They haven't had back-to-back losses since late March. Celtics right back in the series once again. As we are tied, and what a statement tonight. Boston wearing their uniform with Celtic pride. Jason Tatum, by far the best player on the floor, bouncing back from his 10-point night on Saturday night. Tatum does it in a big way tonight, brought the energy. Without Marcus Smart, 31 points by Tatum, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. He had 2 blocks. 5 players double figures for the Celtics. 14 points off the bench by Peyton Pritchard, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals by Derek White. Set the tone early tonight for Boston. Scored the first 7 points in the game. 12 points, 9 rebounds by Rob Williams with 2 blocks. 12 points by Jaylen Brown with 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Al Horford was monstrous in the glass. Finished with just 5 points. Only attempted 2 shots, but he was huge inside. 13 rebounds, 4 blocks by Big Al in this game. Celtics take game number 4. Even up the series 2 apiece. 102-82. The final score. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight. Before I do sign off, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I plan on being back tomorrow night covering Dallas against Golden State. Feel free to join in for tomorrow night, everybody. Thanks so much all for being a part in the stream. Before I do sign off, going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out. Big shout out here to Siegel, new member in the channel membership as of tonight. Welcoming Siegel onto the membership. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Braden, Reynaldo, Bino, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Ahino, Joseph, Michael, Woody, Warren, I Am Goose, Kelly, Arahan, Micolette, Blessed Brian, SD Sports Talk, Isaiah, Bruin, Cody F, Steven, Siegel, Tristan, Ian, Spaghetti Factory, Happy MT Dude, Mike, and Robin. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight. The Boston Celtics win 102-82 the final score. Not the prettiest shooting game for the Celtics. Shot the ball just 23.5% for the perimeter, but no problem for the Celtics. Came out at a high elite defensive level and stumped the Heat to go scoreless in the first 8 minutes in this game. And the rest history there as Miami could just never catch up with a block party by Boston tonight. And just a total domination on the glass. Thanks so much all for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Feel free to catch me tomorrow night for Golden State versus Dallas.